Hello. Dargan. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Oh boy. Nigel, hello. First time chatter. Chrissy, welcome. Had a follow from Venden. Righto. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Camera. There we go. Greetings. Addicting music. Drum and bass is pretty good. While everyone's out there smoking their weeds and drinking their alcohols, my drug of choice was always music. It was drum and bass. So, time fish, yo. Oh, speaking of, I gotta turn. I shouldn't. Hold on. I shouldn't play music with lyrics because it's gonna mess me up. So I'm gonna. Let me actually play. I have a playlist. I got a playlist. I have some. Whoa! Hold up. I'm not ready. I'm never ready. But here we go. Alright. Oh, that's mega copyright claim. Hold on. I gotta find something that's like not gonna get super. Okay, this is fine. Here we go. I got
too many alerts. Oh boy. Here's one more.
Right, what did I miss? Jesus Christ. Master in Sleep, thank you for the follow. Crafty, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Quavish, thank you for the Twitch Prime. As well as, what else did I miss? A follow from Chiron. Love me some 2 a.m. stream, always catching the thoughts. Is it 2 a.m. for you? Jesus, it's 11 a.m. for me. Well, it's almost 12. It's almost noon for me. But Wolf, welcome in. Santalicious, how's it going? We're also dual streaming on the YouTube side of things. So hello, everybody over on YouTube. Pensy, thank you for the follow. Uziel, Aaliyah, Drycenix, thank you, or welcome in rather. Cosmos, brother. Is this all I have to do? Is this really it? Is it this easy? Xarv with the subscript. Do I just have to put RL Craft in the title and then where's my there we go. No, I just put RL Craft in the title and then just like, is it that simple? Was that all I had to do this whole time? How did I not know this? All I had to do. Oh boy. All right. Does this work, by the way? Oh, okay. The zoom in does work. All right. There's no RL Craft in the. Oh, you're right. Actually. Oh, fuck. That's why we don't have as many viewers. I didn't min max the shit. I say not that many viewers. I have 128, which is like 10 times the amount I've had in a year, I think. Hytaling the title. That's probably it. Yeah, we got him. We've been waiting forever for 2.10. All right, this is true. Listen. This is gonna be hold on. First of all, check out my epic Valheim mug. Okay, the bees are happy. In case you didn't know. Erebus, thank you for the follow. Sometime, thank you for the follow. I think I missed a follow somewhere. Damn it, 1337. Thank you for the follow. Cosmos, you did not have to gift 10 million subs. I appreciate it. Yeah, RL Craft song. Suddenly everyone's here. Okay, all right. While everybody's here, let's go over some stuff. Okay, are you gonna upload this to YouTube later? I'm streaming on YouTube right now. So it auto uploads. Yes, I can't guarantee that. I mean, well, I guess Twitch will mute VODs because of music in the background. YouTube shouldn't. So if I get muted on Twitch, just, I guess, go to the YouTube side to check it out. Nahuel, thank you for the follow. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Master procrastinator. Yes. Here's the thing. So this is gonna be a Ranger. Thank you for following. This is going to be, let's actually get started here. This is gonna be a shorter stream. I'm by myself today. Asian, thank you for the follow. I am by myself today. Fawny is asleep because he works the night shift in his like real job. Okay. Void the Warlock, thank you for the follow. Cotlin's out on either vacation or a business trip in another country right now, so Cotlin's not around. I don't know where Ray is at. Mel Dixon is also on hiatus because he had a thing come up for a couple weeks that he's gone, right? So a lot of the main devs and everything right now are just like not around. I do want to see Black Eagle might be around, and he can talk about some Dragora stuff. So I'm gonna give him a poke really quick. I don't know what time it is for him. But anyway, so I'm kind of by myself today, and we're gonna go over. Thank you. Also, all the follows I just got. Thank you, Sheik Neutral One. This is gonna be a shorter stream. I have a couple things to kind of go over. We're mostly gonna be talking about stuff instead of showing stuff. I have some things to show. Don't worry. But there's some discussion things I want to get to first. If people have questions, obviously I would like to answer them. I have Asphalt Lover 69. Nice. Thank you for the thank you for the follow. So I have seen. Let's just start like this. Okay. Yeah, Nisham, I might inquire you a little bit. I'm not gonna go over anything socketed wise because I did do a thing on that. SME is one thing I need to kind of check out a little bit because I don't know all the new SME stuff. We'll get into later. I have gotten God Dragonborn that you'd fought. Man, this is so easy. This is all I have. All right, I'll stop. Thank you, GT. God damn it. I forgot I had that as a redemption. Okay, well, this is going to be an interesting stream. Let's see if I can even get the information across. I have had no short amount of comments of people on my Discord messaging me privately, emails, YouTube comments, CurseForge messaging system, DMs on Twitch, asking where the hell 2.10 is. I think it's been, what, 2 years in development now? I wanted to get it out last year. That didn't happen. And I think it's kind of getting to the point where I'm like, I mean, I feel bad, obviously. And like, I feel like I owe people an explanation, right? As to like, what's taking so long. The excuse is always, you know, I'm lazy, which is true. or just like we're taking our time and really wanting to get everything right and kind of do it all at once thing, like, which is every major update instead of just a big ass other way around, instead of tiny little updates now and then, right? But it's kind of getting to the point where it's like, here's the thing. Okay. Stellar. Please. No. Yeah, so what Brez just said, there is a level of that where I'm like, I really want to make sure the update that we have coming for 2.10 is, I have the issue sometimes of like striving for perfection, which never works out because, you know, we released 2.9 and then there was a 2.91 and a 2.92 and a 2.93, and, you know, just because it never is perfect, and that's just the reality of it, and that's fine. But there are goals that we have where, like, I want things to kind of be in the state of the vision that's like in my head. So development has been held back a little bit because of that. I won't lie, there has been some feature creep. Like, better end wasn't on the table for 2.10 until it was. So that's kind of a new thing. And then also the socketed system and Electroblob's wizardry. Electroblob's wizardry was like something planned long time ago. But at this point, we ended up focusing on so many other things, and it's been so long that I think it would be better. And this is something I kind of wanted to ask people. I think it would be better at this point to just get out what we have now, right? And save some of this stuff for a 2.10.1 or even a 2.11. Because at this point, it is too long, I think. You know what I mean? It's like I don't like making people wait this long. You know? And it's not like this was all, it's not on purpose to, you know what I mean? Like we're not sitting here hoarding 2.10 for ourselves. Nobody, it's on GitHub for the record, by the way. Like if anybody actually wanted to try 2.10, it's literally, you can just download it on GitHub. Anyway, that is up to date too now. There's some things in there that are not going to make it to the final 2.10. Like there's some test things in there. Where I see, if Fonny was here, he could link this. Nishalm, you have a link, I think. We're gonna get a test build out, so you won't even have to worry about trying to figure out how the fuck GitHub works. We're gonna put out a test build for sure. Here's the question, and I just want to gauge a general reaction here. Would you guys prefer we get something out now for 2.10? Or would you rather we wait until we have kind of the major things ready? Because if we put out 2.10 right now, it will not have Electroblob's wizardry, it will not have the socketed system, and it will not have better end. Those are the three major things that are like, that need a lot of work right now and would absolutely delay 2.10 several more months. So it's like, and I'm a little bit on the fence about it because I don't want to let people down. I think 2.10 has such like high expectations at this point. I'm like afraid of not meeting those expectations, you know? So I don't want 2.10 to come out and be like this lackluster thing where it's like, oh shit, everything is not here as they promised, you know, or that they were working on. And I mean, that's just kind of, I guess that's just how development goes sometimes. You know what I mean? But I think we've kind of reached a point or even gone past the point where it's like, we just got to get something out there because, you know, it's a bit of like almost like a, I guess a risk of like the project sort of dying or people losing interest or whatever it is, you know. And like nobody is more surprised than me that RLCraft has like stood the test of time for 6 years now. You know what I mean? That was another idea about a 294. That might be more difficult than doing a 2.10 because we'd have to kind of like roll back a few things. There 2.9.4, if we did one, I don't know if people would be more pissed about that. You know what I mean? That's the thing, like people are waiting so hard for 2.10 and then we put out a 2.94. Is that gonna piss people off? Right? Because like 2.94 would have mostly quality of life changes, and nothing like major. Let me shut up and actually just read some things that people are saying. Having magic builds would be cool. Yeah, for sure. That's kind of why we want to do Electroblob's wizardry, but it's just it's a lot of work to make those systems balanced with everything. Deadass just to sockets unreleased would be good enough. Yeah, sockets. It's a tough one because a lot of this stuff is we want to integrate it all in like one go kind of thing. You know, waiting a couple months is fine. $10 for early access. The real sellout plays. There it is. I find it funny, to be honest. Quality of life is crazy. Oh, what? Putting out at like a 294? 210-1? Make 2.10 pay to play like it was sold to EA. I got a comment on my YouTube channel about that. So, did anybody see the April Fool's joke where I did the like, oh, I sold it to EA, and they're like, some guy commented legitimately, they were like, wait, you can't do that. You have mods in here from other creators. You don't own those mods. You can't sell it to EA. Like, they thought it was serious. I just flabbergasted. Need more Patreon skits? Yeah. Are you updating RLCraft? No. No, RLCraft is wait, where's my... It's terminated. Yes, we're updating RLCraft. It's even more difficult to incorporate the slots after the fact. Yeah, it depends. You know what I mean? And this is stuff where it's like, there's going to be some major changes that might warrant a 2.11 instead of like a 2.10.1. I'm really excited for sockets and electro blah. I'm equally excited for lightning dragons and new dragon smithing. Right, that is all done. So the lightning dragons, the dragon smithing stuff, that is coming already. Ask yourself, is there enough content right now to distinguish 2.10 from 2.9 and make it an exciting new release? That's a good way to look at it. And I think the answer, I think it's yes. It's just not everything that like we had originally promised. Can you make it more difficult? There is the hardcore version for that. Why not release 2.9 now and then release Better End, etc. as 2.11? That is an idea. That's one of the ideas I'm putting on the table right now. You know what I mean? When is Dragonsteel getting added? Okay, hold on. I got something for you, sir. Dragonsteel. Get the out of here, land. You. Play Dragora. Yeah, Dragora is definitely, I would say, a little bit harder than normal RLCraft. Eagle has some really cool updates, by the way, coming for Dragora. So, but to be transparent, people are going to be pissed no matter what happens, I think. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that's fair. I think most people prefer having something out now. Personally, I don't mind waiting. Will this decision end in a poll? We could make a poll. You want a poll? I can make a poll. The poll is not going to be a guarantee this is exactly what's going to happen, but I could at least gauge how people are feeling. Discord poll. I don't even know how to set up. Yeah, because I have YouTube chat too. Can we get copper calls? So, okay. I am putting down a line where it's like, all right, no more feature creep right now anyway. You know what I mean? So we're well past the point of adding new things because it's just becoming more and more and more. And I guess like, thank you. I guess like as to why that I should clarify that isn't the only reason that things have been so delayed. Like feature creep definitely has been a little part of it. Everybody has like their lives to attend to as well. Myself, I've been a little out of the loop for a bit, kind of starting at the end of last year, due to like personal life matters and everything. Thank you for the follow. You know, it's kind of a lot of things happened kind of like all at once that has been really sucky. Eric Bro, thank you for following. Because I know people have been asking like, why is it so delayed? And I don't want to throw like all the blame onto like oh we're trying too hard or we're trying to do too much or like feature creep, because a good part of it has been me holding stuff back, and not on purpose, but I don't talk about like my personal life really too much. You know, this is the internet, right? It's not for entertainment value or anything. I keep things pretty private. But like, I don't want to use this as an excuse. I guess maybe excuse is the wrong word, but more like I'm not trying to garner sympathy or anything, but just to give you guys like an idea, right, of some of the stuff. It's like I had a family member come down with cancer recently, and that was like the beginning of this year. So that has been a factor. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of like IRL things that's just been happening. I had some relationship stuff as well, which nobody needs to know about. But the point is just like, you know, yeah, it's just a lot happened, sort of just IRL wise, that has sort of taken me out of being able to focus kind of, you know, on like 2.10 and stuff. And it really sucks because like I remember I wanted to get 2.10 out last year, and I had like we almost had a build ready like at the end of last year, like something for Christmas almost, you know, and it just, you know, everything kind of hit the fan at that point, and then it does not feel like it's already July. Like 2025 has gone by so fucking fast because so much shit for me happened in the early months of 2025, and it's just, man, shit just blew by. It really did. You know, so like mental health is another thing that's been part of it, that I've been working on. And again, I hate kind of like, I'm not looking for like sympathy or trying to like use that as an excuse or anything. I'm just like, this has just been what's up, and part of why, you know, development has just been really slowed. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things now, you know, Kaztek never to follow. And I wanted to do a stream today because my birthday is tomorrow, by the way, and I'm going to be gone for like a week. So I wanted to do something now, right, to just let everybody know what's going on, keep everybody up to date. You know what I mean? Acre Toss, thank you for follow. I don't know why you don't deserve it. Of course you do. It's just, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just, yeah. No, thank you guys. I understand. But yeah, so it's just, this is just to go over like,
nice.
You know, I wanted to give everybody an update at least. Because I realize I've been pretty silent about things. It's not on purpose. And I think at this point it's like, man, I just want to get some test builds out. We have so much new stuff with like Ice and Fire to test, the new damage description stuff, like distinct damage descriptions is done. Like it's pretty much done. We got the build that fixes compatibility with spears and everything, which I can actually, that I can show. I do have the game open, by the way. Let me see if this actually,
nice.
Is it gonna game tab? There we go. Alright. So these needed a compatibility patch. Because the way they worked is like the better survival throwable spears. So now like these ones can actually do 2 damage types. So they do piercing and fire. You have the piercing and cold for the ice ones. These ones will do piercing and poison. Yeah, I mean, the silver, where's the silver one? Silver does the radiant. Yeah, I mean, so also, thank you guys for all the follows. Welcome in, welcome in. 13th of July. Yeah, that's my birthday, July 13th. Yeah. Found your GitHub. Oh, it's not on my GitHub. So Fawny started it. It's on Fawny's GitHub. If I had the link, Nishelm, do you want to throw the link to the GitHub for that? I mean, it's public. You know what I mean? Oh, there it is. Okay, somebody got it. Well, wait, did it delete your message because it's a link? Oh, there you go. Okay. On the YouTube side of things, I I can't send messages in my own YouTube chat for some reason. So I guess just open Twitch and grab the link, but there it is. It's on Fawny's whatever. Again, we're gonna put in an actual test build. There are some things in here. So what I'm playing on right now is the GitHub version. There are things on here that are kind of like as a test and won't actually be in 2.10. There's also some things that I am updating on my side that is, I don't think, on the GitHub version yet. Let me catch up on some of the chat that I missed here. Ask yourself this: if you release the update now without Better End and other mods, how long will it take for you to release those mods as well? That's a difficult question to answer because it really depends on like what we run into. You never know. Just adding mods that aren't. Thank you. Just adding mods that aren't included right now won't feel like enough for a future update. It might give you more problems with feature creep and delay the entirety of the current Auralcraft plan. Then waiting for a few months from now. Hold on, wait, let me read it again. Hold on. Just adding the mods that aren't included right now won't feel like enough for a future update. Might give you more problems. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. Yeah. I think I'm mostly leaning towards getting something out now. If you release something now, people will have something to play. If you explain to others that some things have been moved to like a 2.10.1 or 2.11, most will understand. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people won't see. God damn it. A lot of people won't like see announcements and stuff like that, or even if I do like a YouTube video, you know. So I guess it kind of depends. Oh, Ray, are you in the Discord, by the way? Ray.
Yo.
Hello, Ray. Okay, Ray is here. Hi, how are you?
Fine.
But yeah, throw us a bone without the meat to distract us for a moment to keep the heat off for now. I mean, it's not like there's any heat. There's no like I guess yeah. I don't know if like saying, oh, I got heat on me, I got pressure is kind of like the right, you know. No one's like threatening me with a knife here. Like, you better get 2.10 hours. You know. It is what it is. I do worry about I don't know. I just care. I guess maybe I care too much. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah. The team in the background has been doing a lot of stuff. You know, Kotlin's been still going ham on the Ice and Fire stuff. Fawny has rewritten. Fawny has rewritten all of so many enchantments, right? Which was a bit of an endeavor, but it's like one of those things where it's like, man, it's about time we did that, because we have been patching so many enchantments, you know, like third party wise through RO mixins forever, trying to fix so much of the janky code, and it's like we might as well just actually update the main mod and just rewrite it entirely, so it's actually, you know. So that is one of the things I actually kind of have to test. This is our silk song. Eons, thank you for the follow. Will 2.10 include the ability to connect storage nodes into one large system? Probably not. I don't really fuck with storage mods. There's maybe something we could look at. But at the moment it's not on the table, no. Shiv, something to consider. Currently there is a low in new releases. People are looking for a temporary home. From a player perspective, it would be a great time for new content. That's fair. Yeah, that is, yeah. Which is trying to, sometime back, an idea crossed my mind about possible mod packs. However, just around now, I worked up the motivation to actually do something. My question is, how did you get into coding, and where did you learn the stuff like Craft Tweaker? So I have a confession to make, okay? I suck at coding. Like, really bad. No, I'm terrible. I can, like, read it a little bit. The Craft Tweaker stuff is a little more I guess Craft Tweaker is technically coding, and I did write, like, most of the Shiv scripts that you see. Craft Tweaker, I just learned by doing, really. Craft Tweaker has a wiki, you know what I mean? They have all the commands laid out, all the functions, everything that like you just I don't know how else. It's more just like I kind of fucked around and found out. It was mostly that's usually my approach to learning anything. So like yeah, Craft Shaker was something I mostly learned on my own initially, just by looking at the wiki and other examples of things, and then you know going from there. But yeah, Drago knows. Yeah. Is he looking here? I am looking at the YouTube chat. Sorry, I have both up, but sometimes I'm bad at looking at chat. I apologize. Let me. Okay. Instead of like doing polls and everything right now on stuff, I think. You know what? Fuck it. Do you guys want to do a quick poll? I could do a really quick poll. I could do a I don't know. I guess I'll just let me just get an idea. It's gonna be on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube. I don't have a. I'm lazy and don't want to figure out how to make a poll for both at the moment. 2.10 now with missing mods, or wait till everything done. 2.10 now. Wait till everything. 3 minutes. Sure. Start poll. Okay. There we go. That is up. Do I have a way to actually? Can I display the poll? I had a button. I used to have a button for this. Oh, hey, it works. Look at that. Oh, I'm so fancy. Hell yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll just quickly gauge what people are feeling. Tie the poll, bro. So again, if we put 2.10 out now, it will not have sockets, better end, or Electro Blob's Wizardry. Those are the three. Yeah. Crispy, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Goddamn. And the follow. Welcome in, Sir Hunt. How's it going? So, yeah, if you're voting for 2.10 now, that means we're releasing 2.10 without sockets, without Electro Blob's Wizardry, without better end. And if we wait, I'm not even sure we could get it out by, like, Christmas with everything happening. Maybe. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is the thing. We still have, even if we go with, okay, 2.10 now, it's not going to be like tomorrow or even next week. It'd probably be a month or two from now, even saying 2.10 now, because there's still a lot currently that needs to be finalized. You know what I'm saying? Like there's still a lot on our plate here. So I don't want to give like, I hate giving times. I hate giving like a date because I know I'm gonna miss it. You know, I'll say 2 months from now, and I'll be delayed 6 months, right? Like, so, yeah. I can't believe how 50-50 it is. Actually, that's surprising. I'm not gonna take a quick you know, Twitch poll as like a like this is definitely what the entire community kind of wants thing. Like this is a small sample size, obviously. People could also just be trolling and trying to tie the poll. I don't know, but we'll see. Our vote got baited. What do you mean? I was very clear what these meant. What are you talking about? We've waited as long as we can. But we can wait a little bit longer. Nisham, there's some people on the YouTube side asking where the GitHub is. Do you want to post a link over there too? Discord poll. Yeah, I could do like a longer poll. Maybe I'll make another announcement later. Release a 2.10 beta. I absolutely want to get a test pack out. Like a test pack is coming, whether we have better end and all that or not. This isn't a democracy. This is true. Cosmos is right. Okay. Wait till everything won, but barely. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right. Next question. Let's I gotta move. Hold on. I have some notes I wrote down. I have some talking points. Next question. Artsy, I believe you're in the chat. Artsy is one of our artists. Has been biding their time by going a little ham on some texture things. I want to get people's opinion on this, okay? What do we think about these enchanted books? What so I think they're cool. However, and here comes the but. It takes a moment to get used to. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't want to be mean. It's loud. It's like, it's very, I feel like I'm looking at like a sushi buffet table. You know what I mean? Like some of these are a little, I think some of these are cool, but some are a little much and a little hard to kind of discern what exactly is happening. It's kind of like my opinion. You have some that are also like hitting the border because they're trying to be a little too big. I would be worried about people sort of like this straight up looks like a birthday cake to me. I'd be worried about people glazing over this because they don't realize they just opened a chest that has an enchanted book in it, you know? So I would almost prefer something a little like, I'm thinking from like a gameplay perspective. I would almost want to keep the original texture, but maybe subtle additions like extra runes or glyphs or changing the little tapestry color, you know, something that's a little more subtle where at a glance people go, boom, oh, there's enchanted books in here. You know what I mean? Unlimited endorsement for this. It's cool. I'm on the fence about it personally. But yeah, I think it's overwhelming. I just started using it. Yeah, I worry. There's some fundamental like Minecraft-esque things that I don't particularly want to change or lose the feeling of. Like for example, Fonnie and I talked about this last night. Artsy did do it. Artsy, did I see your message or are you not here? I don't know if Artsy's here. Artsy did a texture change for the hearts, the experience bar, and the hunger bar. I think what Fonnie said is that this is a personal thing he did for himself. It wasn't for RL Craft, but he kind of included it just like as a test. And like the vanilla heart bar and the hunger bar is something like I really don't want to change because I don't want to lose that RL Craft feel. This to me is like, I'm not a fan, personally. You know what I mean? This doesn't mean we can't include these things as optional things that you can enable if you want. I just don't think I'd have this on by default. You know what I mean? I want to see also like the what the XP kind of looks like too. Yeah, okay. The XP bar is kind of cool. You know what I mean? But like the hearts, they don't they almost don't really look like hearts to me. Not a fan. Agree they're a nice optional thing. I would never want to change those. That's the thing. And a lot of people change these already with texture packs. So I think leaving it just like vanilla default for those who kind of like that, like the OG Minecraft feel. I think we're just going to leave that alone, personally. I don't know if this was something that RT made for RLCraft or just, I think it was just for himself. You know, but it could be an optional thing. Same with the enchanted books, honestly. because they're like these ones are really funny. Yeah, I think it's just visually kind of like overwhelming, some of these, especially because some are like trying to take up a lot of space and like hitting the border of the limit. So I wouldn't be against changing the enchanted book textures. I think it just needs to be refined a little more. Is kind of my where I'm leaning at the moment. Give a texture pack for the temperature meter. Do you not like the temperature meter currently? That is the one we came up with. That's Artie's temperature meter. So Ramiro, thank you for follow. But jarring, is that the word we're looking for? Yeah, is it jarring all the? Yeah, I think that's right. It's personally not gonna relay because I hate looking through every enchanted book until I find what I need. That's fair. I think it could be optional though for people who want that, you know. But I do understand that, like, being able to visually see what enchantments are what at a glance without having the mouse over everything, like, that's cool. There's a flip side of that where it's kind of like, loot box gamba. Oh, what, you don't know what you got until you mouse over it. You know, that little exciting, like, ooh, what did I get kind of thing, right? But it could go either way, honestly. But the temp is better than 2.8.2. Kind of shows clear difference between ancient 2.8 and modern 2.9. Wait, the temp? The temperature? The temperature is different in 2.8.2? Is it? Wait, did we? Oh, right, because 2.8.2 was still using, 2.8.2 was still using, tough as nails, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then we wrote our own tough as nails, basically. Yeah. Yep. I feel like an option to make temperature meter thermometer style with exact temp to tell how close you are to being frozen and whatnot. We have a thermometer. It's you know what we could do? We could do actually here, you know what? Good idea, sir. We could do what we did for this. Or we didn't do this, but we did translate this over to the barometer, where looking at the barometer now shows the Y level just directly. I think we could do the same thing with the thermometer, have it do a little heads-up display that just tells you the exact. Yeah. That's fair. You know what? I'll write that down right now. Hold on. I think that's funny. Let me overlay for thermometer. We actually might have already written this down somewhere. Thermometer to show exact temp or something. Cool. Okay. Good idea. Again, we're trying not to feature creep too much here, but yeah, there are some other things too that you guys might be interested in. Now, here's a big one. I did say in the announcement that there were going to be some small announcements. Here's one of them. Hold up. Building. Okay. Here's one of the small announcements. I say small, but this could potentially be a big deal, and this is like, this has mega gameplay balance implications. I think this was Fawny's doing. Nisham, you can correct me on this. But we have figured out a way to actually put enchantments on Lycanite tools. So we can do it. The question is, are we going to? He goes immediately. I see. Oh fuck no. Yeah, a lot of people, I think, want this. this comes with serious balance implications. So yeah. No, I understand that, Nisham, but yeah, this would take some work to like really curate here, but yeah. I think no, it feels too busted. Yeah, this is gonna be a difficult one to kind of, because some Lycanite tools can be a little crazy, and it's like we don't want to overshadow the new lightning weapons. You know what I mean? Like the lightning stuff is really supposed to be like the big boy end game business, to an extent. I mean, I guess other than like SRP weapons, but yeah, I think this is an interesting one. This is cool. So that's on the table at least. So unbalanced, it could be. It could be very unbalanced. This is the thing. It really depends on how we go about this. You know, can you limit it to? Yeah, we have full control over this and what enchantments can go on. Now, you know what? Yeah, one thing I did not test, which I'm gonna test right now. I gotta change my my HUD scale. There we go. One thing I haven't tested yet is what happens when you break this apart, because I don't know. So we're gonna find out live. What happens to the enchantment if I'm just like, so where is the enchantment? It's not on here. It's not on here. It's not on here. Okay, I take it apart. Have we just killed it? It's not here. Put it back. It's gone. Okay. Enchantment's just fucking gone. Okay. Yeah, so that's fair. Maybe. Is like once you put enchantments on it, it's sort of set in stone. You can't just take it apart. Otherwise, you break the enchantment. I think that's probably fair. This also just might be a work in progress thing and not fully done. I don't know. I have to ask Fonny about it. What about repairing? Repairing should be fine because that doesn't change the item ID. If I had to guess, it's linked to the item ID and whatever, in terms of it like keeping the enchantment. So because you took it apart, it's now a new item, which gets rid of the enchantment. Yeah, I'd vote for impossible to take it apart. That's also true. If enchanted, then it's like sealed and you can't take it apart. That would be kind of cool. But put enchants on individual pieces. Absolutely not. because then you like what? You have Supreme Sharpness 5 on the rod, the skull, and the blade? Oh hell no. That level of stacking would absolutely be broken. So no, I think it only goes on the you know what's funny is what is funny is that the different parts do change what damage distribution it is. So like you can see this blade, it does 50 slashing, but then 50 fire. Now if we had let me see. How do I make the axe, right? Because if I did this and I take is it this one? No. Here we go. If we took this, which is 50% bludgeoning, 50% piercing, then we could take another. I don't know what else. There we go. Okay. This is 50% piercing, 50% necrotic. So now we're doing bludgeoning, piercing, necrotic, right? Because we have two like axe blades on either side, and DDD, the mod that's handling the damage distribution, is correctly like balancing that out between everything. You know, so that's kind of cool. So it's the individual parts that actually determine what kind of damage it's doing. So like that's cool, you know. But allow one enchantment for each piece of the weapon. Why not limit? Wait. Why not limit each part to having like one or two enchantments when crafted? Combines the enchantments into the final tool. If there's multiples of the same enchantment, it only uses one. We could do something like that. The problem is that's like a little overcomplicated. You know? How are we going to tell the player, like, oh, it's only 2 enchantments per piece? That's kind of a silly, arbitrary number to me. I think it would make more sense having the enchantment on, like, fully built equipment that you can actually use. Because, like, no one is sitting here at the end of the day with, like, you know, the, what do you call it? The base steel rod and, like, trying to hit mobs with this. You know what I mean? No one's doing that. So I think the fact that it has to be fully built equipment makes sense. You know what? I didn't test this. Wait. Does it detect? Okay. Yeah. It detects if it's actually built equipment or not already, it looks like. Okay. So, yeah, I would be against making it work per piece. I think, Baba Wawa, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it only works on the full item. So that is probably how I would do it. I would prefer that. Why am I dying? Why is it raining? Why is it nighttime? Yeah, I think that's overcomplicated. I think Dishelm's right. I think that's overcomplicating it for sure. So either like once you put an enchantment on it, it's sealed and you can't take it apart. Oh, guys. Everyone, gift Nishhelm a tier 3 sub right now because Nishhelm has been in the background learning some Cody doodads. Yeah, Nishhelm knows what I'm about to do. Nishhelm, may I join VC? No, you're banned. So Nishhelm, sorry. Okay, fine. Hold on. Yeah, 1 second. I gotta drag you up. All right. Okay. Hi, Nishhelm. But let me explain. All right. I gotta do the reveal in like a cool Shivoxy way here, right? So check it out. Here's an atlas. Okay.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Lucy 25.
That's the wrong person, Crafty. You're supposed to gift it to Nish. Okay. Crafty, thank you for the gifted sub to Lucy. Okay. You have the. Can I skip this? What is happening in the background of my? Jesus Christ. Skip song. Hello? There we go. Okay, sorry. Some man going ham on the flute. We have Atlas, okay? Got some markers, you know, made some waystones, whatever. Pop down a waystone. Call it Bob the Waystone. Okay. We have Bob. Oh! Auto marked. But that's not all. Check it out. What's this new button over here? Select your destination. Little atlas button. What? It shows all the atlases I have, or sorry, all the waystones I have, and I can just click on one to teleport. Goddamn, is that not the greatest goddamn fucking quality of life update the world has ever seen? Yeah, so that's pretty fucking cool. So now, no more trying to fucking remember where the hell what waystone is where that you've named, you know, fucking, you know, forest-ass waystone part 69. Now you can just actually go to a waystone, right-click on it, instead of going through your list, you go here, and it shows every waystone you have, right? And by the way, notice that the dragon marker that I put down doesn't show up, right? It is actually only the waystone marker, so it's not going to be cluttered by your other markers. It just Todd Howard works. So that's a huge addition. It's a huge quality of life thing. Yeah. So Nishhelm has all the credit. for that, because that is pretty cool. So thank you, Nishelm. Everybody, please thank the bus driver, Nishelm. Yeah, traveling a much a very NASA.
Yes, had someone in chat ask, but what if I don't wanna mark it on the Atlas? And that's actually a valid question, and it is already addressed. You don't have to have those markers in your Atlas. These markers you see right now are like they don't need to be on your Atlas. Like
yeah. So if I go to my Atlas and I'm like, yeah, you know, fuck this one and fuck this one and fuck that one. Like I just don't want them in there. Then I go back to here. They'll only be here, right? But you won't see them in your Atlas. So you can delete all of these and just be like, yeah, don't want them. And then like they still will actually show up because they're in your Waystone list. Now, the one thing I just noticed, Nishelm, is that every time I open one, it re-adds the marker. Every time I right-click on one, it's re-adding the marker. So that's something to address, I think. Yeah.
No, that's a config. You can disable that in the config.
Yeah, I might disable auto marking. Is what I might do.
Yeah. I thought you would. I fully expected that.
I wouldn't mind the auto marking if it like wasn't re-adding the Waystone every single time, but I think I'll just let people mark it themselves and then have this kind of be separate. You know what I mean? And you don't even have to use that. You can just still do your normal list. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll turn off auto marking.
That is a separate option. Like you have an option of like add the marker on activate, and there's an option of add the marker on like re-interact.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah. Then I think that's okay, cool. I can turn off the re-interact then, or just turn off auto marking in general because I typically don't like auto marking stuff.
Yeah, people can just enable that themselves.
Yeah,
easy.
I think that's pretty good. Are you able to click on the markers in the Atlas map to teleport to the... No, thank God, no. You cannot do this and just teleport. That'd be so cheesy. Yeah,
There's
no.
one version where that happens accidentally. Oops.
Yeah. No, thankfully it does not work that way. That would be very broken. Alice Waystone menu should still keep... Alice Waystone menu should still keep the game paused in single player. To pause because... Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, wait a minute. Is it...
I always said fuck you, chat. When people ask that.
Wait. So
it is paused while you are in that menu, but when you go on that, it's not paused.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's That's. I mean, we go the other way around and make it so opening a Waystone doesn't pause you. So it's like more immersive. Like, you know, if you're running from a dragon, you're like, oh fuck, gotta go to my base real quick. You know, like.
That's how it is in multiplayer anyway.
That is for consistency's sake, though. That's fair. I think we're gonna have to we'll have to do it one way or the other. So I'll just write that down. Atlas Waystone menu doesn't pause the game like Waystone menu does. So I guess that'll be just for consistency's sake. We'll figure that out later. But
did you show the hiding markers feature?
Nigel, have a good night. Spice, you have to pay for quality of life. Yeah, skill issue. True. Sorry, what, Nishan?
Have you seen the feature where you can disable specific marker types? Like, there's the button.
Wasn't this always in here?
Yeah, well, there is the hide markers, but now there is you can do it by type.
Oh, stuff like I don't want to see. Oh.
And you can also shift-click it, then it's either everything except of this or only this.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Upgrades, people. Upgrades.
You can also shift-click a specific marker, then you can also fast, like, say you only want your books for your villagers and your waystones, and then you can just shift-click the waystone and add the book, and then you only see those. And then you find it way easier.
Shift-clicking the marker directly is not working.
No. Shift-click in the selection of what marker you want to see.
I just exported images. What the fuck?
So if you just normally click hide markers...
Shift-clicking it up here, you mean? Oh, I see. I gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, neat. Let's go. Oh. Wait, how do I Wait, I've lost my markers. I can't... What?
Yeah, because you just hit everything.
Oh.
You have to shift-click One,
that's
shift click
oh,
twice,
that's weird.
and then click.
Yeah,
once.
because if I shift click up here, and then I try to shift click the actual hide markers button, it keeps my settings, I guess, for okay, weird. But that's neat. There's more options for people. That's cool. Gamer ZZZ, thank you for the follow. Disregard normal. This is normal Warcraft. Yeah. So a lot of this stuff will probably make it over to Dragora, but yeah. Are the waystones I can teleport to linked to me or the Atlas? To you, I would think, right?
Yeah.
Nisham?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
to
just shows in the atlas that you currently have in inventory, but it just takes the spots of your list of
yeah,
waystones.
yeah. No, you won't be able to use
Oh,
your
okay,
friend's
yeah.
Atlas to teleport to their waystones. Yeah, that would be silly, but no problem, Mr. Shavoxy. I killed you yesterday, so it should make up for. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Will Too Long Don't Read be posted later? Oh, like a summary of the stream? I could potentially do that and put it in the announcements channel on my Discord. Yeah, I'll think about that. I can't stream very long today, because like I said, tomorrow's my birthday. I have to get ready for I'm gonna be going out doing stuff. I did just want to sit down and actually do something before all that, but just to give people an update on everything. But yeah. So thank you, thank you guys. But so yeah, so that's all cool quality of life stuff. Let me see what else there is to go over. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't quite I'm not gonna like look at yet, or that has been done in the background. There's a lot of performance stuff. Fani just recently figured out how to multi-thread the Better Cave mod generation, so that it's not killing performance every time it's generating all the randomized cave stuff. So that's cool and fun. Like there's a lot of like performance stuff in the background that like isn't like big feature stuff that players are going to notice, but it's all like really nicely performance friendly stuff. You know, there's a ton of stuff like that. Rustic got updated. The devs came back like after 4 years and was like, hi guys, here's a updated Rustic for 1.12. So I quickly looked at this before, but there's now like these new dual candles, which are cool. Let me find something like, you know, stuff like that. So that's neat. Dual candles, there's they have a they changed it. I don't know if they changed the texture or if this was something RT did. I think they changed the texture of the wines or the alcohols specifically. These look a little weird with like the stripe thing. I would probably redo these personally. There's also this new ghost pepper thing, which I don't even know what this does. Let's see. It gives me firepower. What does that mean? What is firepower? I have no idea. And why is the texture broken? Alright, well that's interesting.
Pretty sure the new Rustic version needs a lot of balancing if you really want to implement that.
Yeah, I don't know what firepower is. And I also know it added ambrosia, which is something that Ice and Fire already has. And Rustic's ambrosia gives you Undying. Oh, you can't mind. Hold on. It basically gives you a totem of Undying in potion form, which yeah, I think that's gonna be.
Get the f out of here.
Yeah, that's a little too OP. We're not gonna have that in the game. That's getting disabled real fast. So that's a little much. But yeah, so Rustic got updated.
You already have an effect that's similar to that.
Sorry,
the
what?
1-up potion. Isn't the 1-up potion similar to that?
Which potion? Oh, 1-up? Yeah, but 1-up's also disabled.
Potion core. Yeah.
Well, I think we made 1-up like only a loot treasure, like super rare thing.
Pretty sure you can't get it.
But the thing is when you die with 1-up, it will it'll kill the effect. This one I don't know, like, cause like if I die, okay, it actually, oh, it did kill the effect. Cool, okay, but yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, I'm probably just not gonna have that. That's silly because like with the wines you can boost it and then kind of extend it like forever. Let me see. The other thing was I did go over Ice and Fire Forge stuff before. I actually am not sure what. Artsy? Hello? Wait. Hold on. What happened here? It's how do I turn it on? Do you see the fact that this texture is like moving? Only the purple one, like they're supposed to glow, but I think Artsy accidentally like shifted a pixel. So the purple forge is a little wobbly. Okay, well that's an easy fix at least. I'm just gonna keep it. No. Purple forge texture. I'm just writing this down for later. Let me remember. Let's see if I can remember how to build the forge, because I came up with the thing for this, and I think I've already forgotten. So let me see. It was like that with. Let me see. Oh, I guess I don't need. No, I would get this one. It was bone block. It was dragon bone blocks with the. Don't tell me the sound. I know you're screaming in the background. Hold on.
I got no clue.
Oh, do you not know about Forge stuff? Oh, okay. It's
I would look it up.
redstone bricks, I think. It's that. Then, oops. That with forge, and then there's like the the aperture. Let's see if this works. This will turn into a vent. Fuck, I did it wrong.
You're missing a block.
Oh, I'm missing a block. No, it's still wrong. Wait, what? All right, yeah, I'll just look it up. Fuck, I thought I had it.
Looks correct.
It does look right. Hold on.
It has a core and an aperture, and then it's done.
I cannot read this font, by the way. Dragon Forge. Oh, wait, does it? Wait, what? Wait, no, you're not supposed to use the... What? Oh, is this... Wait, is this broken right now? Uh-oh. No, that is wrong. Wait, this just says Dragon Forge bricks.
Ah, yeah. Did you use Dreadstone? You need to use the Dragon Forge bricks.
No. It is Dreadstone. This turns in. This is just a state. It's supposed to turn this into.
Well,
yeah. No.
Right now you only get them.
This is wrong. This is wrong. I think. Hold on. Because the texture is showing different. Whatever. We'll fix this later. But I think for the moment it is just gonna do that. I have to put the core back because I accidentally broke it. Boop. And then there it goes. Yeah. Now, yeah. Okay. I just think this is off. It's just supposed to be Dreadstone. But anyway, okay. So that works. And you can access any side of it, which is fun. So
you can even use a hopper on top of it.
A what? Sorry.
It even has hopper support.
Hoppers,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta. But let me get a fire dirk here. Do that. Throw these out. I don't. Does it work? Will the collar actually let me do this? Augustus man, thank you for follow. All right, okay. Come here. Did it work? Did the collar work? Hey! There we go. Okay. How do I? Oh, I gotta use the. Oh shit. Sir, come here! Stop it! God, Lord, saddle. Do we have? Oh, do you not? Wait, you don't even use the saddle, do you?
Yeah, the saddle. It needs to be stage 3.
It needs to be what?
Stage 3. It's only stage 2.
Oh. Well, shit.
Just dragging me.
Yeah, where's the? I was about to say. Okay. Eat. Oh, you fixed the. Okay, that's cool. You did fix that. Whoop. All right, come here. You're coming over here. We got shit to do, boy. Hey, caffeinator, how's it going? You're gonna sit right there. All right, and I'm gonna put in. So we're just gonna do the test, make sure this is working. That's cool. And these textures will change now based on which blood you're putting in, which is sick, I think. Yeah, I mean, like, it's so cool. So fire dragon, and we're like, yeah, I want to make epic chest plate there, and he should.
He's too far away.
He's too far, brother. He's not too far away. He's literally right next.
He is.
No, he's not. No way. No. I've seen this work from further. He's not too far away.
You had the correct.
I don't know if using the collar. I think some tags don't carry over, so it's either that or the fact that he's staying. If I make him wandering. No, I think I have to naturally.
Shit, didn't you add the wrong chest plate?
No.
Didn't you add the wrong chest plate?
No, no, I didn't. It's a dragon scale chest plate.
Isn't that a lightning one?
No.
That's
wait.
black and gray. Black might be lightning.
Oh! Wait. Oh, shut up. Quiet. Hold on. All right. Oh yeah, look, he's already trying to do it. Oh, this can go from really far. So I can put him all the way back here. Yeah. See? Hell yeah. I told you, yeah, you can work from pretty far. All right. It's cooking it up. There we go. Anyway, yeah, so this is all working now, pretty much. So have you ever thought about making RLCraft like 10 to 20% less grindy? I love the mode's death, the mod's death, but I feel like sometimes it feels drags on a bit when I need to level up. So let me get a little far away so I can actually hear what's happening. So my thoughts on that have always been like, I think I've hit a sweet spot where there are ways to. There's a good bit of things for. Did this motherfucker fall asleep? Hell, Oi, you got work to do. What the hell? You can't be falling asleep. Now it's losing progress, brother. You can't be quitting on the job. What the hell? Oh my god, that's so funny. He just falls the fuck asleep. So anyway, that's really funny. What was I saying? Oh yeah, no. RLCraft has always kind of hit a nice balance of like, I always see an equal amount of people saying RLCraft is too hard, and an equal amount of people saying RLCraft is too easy. So I feel like the sweet spot is there, and there's something for everyone. I'm happy with where it's at, personally, right now. You know what I mean? So I guess the answer... Oh, brother. Come on. I guess the answer is no. I haven't thought about really changing. I gotta put in the staying. That's the problem. I've really thought about changing much of the grind because I think it's in a nice sweet spot personally. But yeah, Hourcraft not real enough. I'll add taxes. I'll add tariffs to. Bro. Dude, I need to make an update that says added tariffs to enchanted books traded from librarians. Oh, that's so genius. Holy shit. That's how we balance villagers. That's it. That's it right there. Oh, man. Pythar, welcome in. Is that a poem? Very good, sir. Very good. That, oh yeah. So the other thing with like 2.10 is the enchanted book library, librarian, the trading kind of rebalance here, and like what we're gonna do with the extra enchanting table thing. That still needs to be like fleshed out. You know what I mean? But
Could talk about it.
I mean, we've talked about it a lot. I think I know what we're gonna do. We talked about it in the last 2 dev streams. So I'm not. I don't feel like I need to go over it again, really. But, huh?
There's some configurability I added that makes it a bit more, I guess, accessible. I don't know.
To the villager trading thing.
To the upgrading.
What you and Fonny were working on for like the enchantment upgrade thing? Yeah. Yeah. Fonny was telling me about some of it, and like I think we went over some of it at last stream, but
I did some stuff since then.
Such as.
Well, you know, there is like right now in the version you saw, there is a singular upgrading material. That like I don't know.
Yeah, we were. I know we were talking about changing what that material was and everything. Right?
Yeah.
You can have multiple
so
now.
You can use craft tweaker scripts to define whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like you can, like it's actual recipes. Like you can actually define what enchant turns to what and what do you need for that.
Yeah, that is again one of those things that's like kind of overcomplicating it. I'd rather it was straightforward for people to understand. So I don't know if I'm gonna have like a ton of different materials per whatever enchantment it is, because that's way too much for people to learn. So
there is a JI plugin. You see it in JI.
Not everyone looks at the JI though. Like I just want to make sure it's like straightforward, at a glance kind of thing, and shoot for like kind of lowest common denominator in a way.
It also shows it directly in the enchanting table.
Yeah. What, like it shows what you need for the upgrade?
Yeah.
That's better at least. I still don't know if I want to like make it too crazy where people have to go farm a ton of different materials for the different enchants that like that they
do
want.
In my betas is like 3 or 4 different materials.
Where is sharpness? So like if I do sharpness 1.
Well, sharpness 1 won't be able to upgrade, but sharpness 5 would be. I truly.
Oh, right. Is it still the biotite as like a test?
That's the current level upgrade, yeah, and the tier upgrade as well. Like, your build probably doesn't have any scripts that change it, but like, you could show this differently.
Right.
I have a craft tweaker script if you want to change
like Lapis
it,
doesn't.
but you would have to restart.
Yeah, no. This is future stuff. No. But what shaders you use for Hourcraft? So we'll actually be including shaders, the same ones that we included for Dragora, which is a specific version of complementary that I have modified for Hourcraft. There's actually more I need to do with this too, because there's some new things I want to add to the like compatibility list, like some of the new flowers and get like the bushes to like kind of wave in the wind and everything. You know, there's little shader tweaks that I can be doing for that. But we making RL till? Yeah. But yeah, give cartographers a big clown nose so we can avoid them better. No, that's the good like 50-50 gamba. You know, you never know. Is it gonna be a librarian or a cartographer? Fum, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Should be available. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, what, Nisham?
If you reroll villagers in the current state, they not only keep the enchantments, but they will also make the the trades more expensive.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, in newer versions of Minecraft, when you like zombify and cure villagers, they get cheaper trades. I did the opposite in Minecraft.
Oh.
Just a low chance, but like...
In what mod?
What do you mean, what mod?
What mod?
In so many enchantments.
Oh, it's part of so many enchantments?
Yeah. It's totally
okay, I'll probably be redoing that, because I already had plans for what I was going to do with the villager stuff, so...
Sure.
But it's good to have options, at least. Let me see what else there was to kind of go over, because I did write down, I think most of the things that I wanted to kind of just talk about today have been talked about. Okay. Quickly, and I'm not gonna go over a whole lot, so don't get too excited, Nishhelm. But I mentioned before, Fani ended up rewriting pretty much all of so many enchantments. I'm gonna have the task of testing every single one to make sure nothing got fucky wucky on the way of of redoing everything. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff should be the same. Other things though that are now making a return. So this is for like OG RL crafters. Okay. Does anybody remember subject mathematics? Well, do I have news for you? Actually, here. So, let me open old RL Craft. Okay. So, here is, if my game will capture, here's 293. The only we had to disable a lot. The only subject enchantments we kept in 293 were science, English, and PE, this was to deal more damage to smarter mobs. It gives you a list of what that means. PE gives extra damage to... This one is weird, actually, because it's like... Yeah. It says it gives extra damage to all like sharpness, but then it also has a chance to trigger several potion effects. And I think what the new version does now is it removes the sharpness effect, and it's just the like chance of potion effect thing. And then science was the like random chance to like explode, which is funny. So in hold on. In the SME rewrite, we now have and I have not really looked at this at all yet, but we have biology, chemistry, English, history, subject mathematics, subject PE, subject physics, and that's it.
Physics is so fun.
So a lot of new things. Now there's a lot in here that was like either in OG so many enchantments that we had to disable because they were just like completely broken, with some new ones that Fani I think either came up with or were community suggested, maybe a mix of both, right? Mathematics was super broken, which is why we had to disable it, because back in the day, mathematics, if I remember right, gave you basically a damage buff based on like the max health of whatever you were attacking. So it was very broken, and just made everything like a couple hits, almost insta killing just pretty much everything, because it would just go off of like what it would just take the max health and be like, okay, you're gonna do this much extra damage. We've always talked about ways to redo this. Currently, and this is not final because I haven't like totally given my seal of approval on it. Currently, this increases damage based on the user's XP level, which is a pretty cool idea. And actually, this might have, if I remember, this might have been one of my ideas from back in the day. God, I don't remember. Probably have a cap on this, because once you're at a certain level, I don't want it to just infinitely increase. It's probably going to be capped. I don't know if it's capped right now.
It is.
It is? Okay. It's capped. But, yeah, because that was the first thing I thought of. I'm like, this is going to need a cap. But anyway, that's kind of cool, right? Depending on your XP level, you do more damage. I think that's a pretty fair way to go about rebalancing mathematics. That's kind of neat. History was the other really dumb one, where it was you do more damage based on how long the world has been around. Which is just like, all right, okay. That was a pretty dumb, just like, oh, here's just extra damage, lol, kind of thing. And I didn't like the way that was handled. Now, Fani has made it so that it increases damage the longer a chunk is inhabited. What I think that means is the longer you stay in a chunk, the damage will increase. I'm not fully sure on that one, because players are not going to know where the chunk border is. We have all that stuff in F3 disabled. So I would change this to something that's a little more like immersive, something that is like tangible. Like even if it was just something like the longer you don't move, maybe, you know what I mean? Or you stay within a few blocks and your damage will increase. So it's almost like I would prefer that over the longer you're in a chunk, because at least it's something more tangible that's straightforward. But it again, ideas kind of to go with, you know, whatever.
It was my idea. And I was also not too happy with it, but that's just a vanilla local difficulty system.
Yeah, basically.
Like, you know, when vanilla zombies have armor and weapons and shit.
Yeah.
That happens with the local difficulty system.
Yeah, I would still change it to like I would change it just to something that's not chunk based, something that's not like kind of breaking the fourth wall. So I would definitely change it to like just not moving, you know, or staying within a certain radius for whatever. I think that'd be better. Biology increases damage against enemies that are smarter. So this is the other one that we had. I think that was English originally. This
English was stupid.
This tooltip probably needs a little more info on what that means. Chemistry. This is the other one. Increases damage. Oh, no, this is new. Sorry. Increases damage when the user has more active potion effects. So that's kind of funny. So if you have a bunch of potion effects, you'll do more damage. That's kind of neat. I don't mind that. I think that's cool. English is really funny. Increases damage the more letters there are in a target's name.
That was funny.
What?
Was so hard.
So we have like super dope. Can you imagine like an infernal blighted boss, right? And it's gonna have like a super extra long fucking title. You're just doing like so much damage. I would also, again, with the I have to think about this. It sounds stupid. It is pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie. What I would do, at least if this is what we end up going with, I would change the description to be something a little more immersive. That's like not just straight up, oh, the more letters there are in the target's name. I'd say something like, how do you even word that in an immersive way? Like something about just like the, I don't know, long name kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Something to think about. That's really funny. Again, remember all this is temporary, so I don't know if we'll even do that. It's really, really silly. P is the chance to give users the buffs, whatever. Physics. This is an interesting idea. So he made subject physics. I don't remember what it used to do, but it now increases damage depending on the size difference between the user and the target. So is that like, if you're smaller and you're going up against like something massive, like Rahovart, you're doing extra damage to it because of the scaling difference? It's like a Ring of the Titans buff in a way. Yeah, it's
Also, if you're much bigger.
Fairy Ring users winning? Oh shit! Yeah, wait. Does it actually detect when you get scaled?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh damn, that's some synergy shit I didn't even think about. Oh no. Oh no. All right. There might be some balancing that has to be done. Yeah. Oh yeah.
In the end, biology wins anyway. Doesn't matter.
This is the thing. Like, so with physics, is it like if enemies are bigger than you or smaller than you?
Both. Like, the least added damage is when you are the same size.
Okay, so you'd be doing like no extra damage to like zombies and skeletons, but like I'll probably one shot a kobold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also like there probably should be a cap for this too, because Rahovart and other bosses
They
are
all
like
capped.
yeah,
They are all capped.
are like massive. So finally a weapon fit for a kobold. That's really fun. I didn't even think about the fairy ring strat. That's good. That's actually cool. I don't mind that. Again, as long as some of these are like nicely balanced. We could even do something where you can't have like 2 subject enchantments on a single item. That would probably be a little fair.
Yeah.
Just to not have like overkill stacking. Because my issue with so many enchantments in general was that there were so many enchantments that were just straight, if this condition is met, extra damage, you know, and that's still kind of what a lot of these are, but at least these are more nuanced. Because originally a lot of the conditions were just all the time, you know, like if the world was around for a while, or you know, stuff like that. I'm not a fan of just like lol extra damage, whatever. I want more fun, unique stuff in a way. But
And PE
Feel
might
like
need
this
to be
subject
changed
maths
as
should be
well.
subject
Hold on.
chemistry. Experience doesn't really feel like a mathematics thing. History also would make sense if it was the longer you have lived since your last death, since it's based on the history of your current life.
that's also a fair idea. Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. Yeah, this is all like kind of, you know, we're just throwing ideas in here, figuring stuff out. So a lot of this can be changed around. Some of this could be moved over to like rune words, which is kind of why I really wanted to get the socketing system in. To maybe do some cool stuff like this, but for runes. But yeah, that's a fair fair point, neutral one. Yeah, definitely stuff to think about. What's socketing? We had a dev stream a little bit ago, going over that. Actually, I put a video up on YouTube recently. It's on the channel. Basically, you think Diablo 2 and how they, you know, you have like weapons with sockets and you can put in runes or gems and it adds effects. That's something we have as a work in progress right now. So,
Shiv, what is combat medic? The enchantment?
I can tell you.
combat, what?
So this is a new kind of new
Amplifies the
enchantment.
user's
We have-
healing.
Exactly.
Oh,
We have
so it's
combat
just
veterancy.
it's the when you eat the what lycanite food is that?
Yeah, it's aerosol. It's rejuvenation.
Yeah, it's basically rejuvenation, but in enchantment form.
It is. And
Okay.
it goes on a helmet.
This is a new one, right? I don't remember this.
Well, kinda. We had a different enchantment that went on the weapon, which was combat veterancy or something, which was in 2A2, but that was broken as fuck. It was made.
Oh, I
zero
remember.
sense.
Yeah, I remember combat veterancy. Yeah. That is cool. It goes on helmet only. I like that. Physics should be based on the health difference now. What subject physics?
There's so many gimmicks you can think of with those subjects.
Yeah. Some of these are,
already,
you know, a
like,
little.
You have school subject as enchantments. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You know, it doesn't have to be like the most straightforward. But Reveled Blade is a health gimmick. Is it Reveled?
Yeah, Revived Blade is when
Amplifies the damage
enemy
dealt
has-
the lower the health of the enemy.
Yeah. And
Would you not want it
yes,
like the lower your health? Wait, is there something for that?
that enchant exists as well? That's in a berserk.
Yeah, this one was this in 2.9 already?
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody uses it because it's incompatible with Ash Destroyer.
Oh. Damage grows the more lower. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. So a lot of these enchantments are gonna have to be retested and everything, and you know, we'll refine and figure stuff out. Having 2 subject enchantments on 1 weapon should give you the achievement nerd. Yeah, if they were cross compat, that would be funny. Can we get lifesteal 5? All right, here I got something for you. Hold on 1 second.
Get the out of here! How the
We have too much lifesteal shit. No. God damn it. I should be nerfing lifesteal stuff. God. We already did. We already had to because of there were 2 mods adding to. There's lifesteal, and then there's another one, vampirism. You know what I mean? We already have yeah. So anti-lifesteal. I think there's a curse. There's a curse that hurts you. Oh yeah. Also, Fani made one of these a curse.
Yeah, that was my idea.
I don't remember which one it was, and I wasn't.
Meltdown.
Hold on. I think I have to
dragging and breached plating is new.
Bluntness, cursed edge. There was one that I was like, should this really be a curse?
Yeah. So the things we made curses, which weren't curses before, were dragging and meltdown.
Yeah. Drags enemies shot closer. I mean, this could still be beneficial to a way because it's like the opposite of push.
Beneficial before.
Huh?
It was a useful enchant before.
No, I'm not saying if it had a red name or a blue name. I'm saying like gameplay wise, it could be beneficial. Yeah.
That's how it was before. Like it had a white name before.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying I don't know about turning the name red as if it's a bad thing because it could kind of depend, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Curse of Possession also kind of depends.
That's true. But Curse of Possession is such like a set in stone thing. I don't really want to change that one. You know what I mean? Extinguish is kind of funny. Extinguishes the target on it. Could also be beneficial. You know, you just have a stick with it extinguish on it. You know, if your villagers catch on fire, just put them out. That's actually really funny. There was another one.
Meltdown.
Yeah, this was a beneficial thing, and I'm not sure about the change of this because this says a variant of thorns that causes the user to explode and severely damages the armor. That is not quite the right description as it used to be because meltdown.
That's what happened.
What used to happen is grants you the chance to explode if you're attacked, and then it specifically says the explosion doesn't harm the user, as in you.
Yeah, it doesn't harm you, but the armor takes a lot of durability damage.
Right, but I'm saying that tooltip is no longer specified in the new version. So I think some of the tooltips just need to be a little cleaned up to make that more obvious. But yeah, having it as like a curse, I guess, like it depends. Like you want to be able to blow up and do things around you at the cost of your armor getting wrecked. That's very dependent. There was another curse.
There's ascetic and breached plating.
That one. How do you hold on? That was ascetic. This is crazy. You abandon the need for loot. Nisham, do you want to explain what this means?
So that's my description. It's just the opposite. Like you have to see. Like we added curses because we needed like opposite enchantments to existing enchantments for the upgrading system because you can accidentally curse your enchantment and then it like turns from sharpness to bluntness or whatever.
Oh no.
And ascetic is just the opposite of looting.
So it makes mobs like not drop anything when you kill it with.
Yeah. Or has a lower chance.
That's funny actually. I also I also saw some of the runes got changed. So, rune resurrection is now fixed. This was not active, correct? I believe.
Yeah.
So rune resurrection, it's a consumable enchantment that will act as emergency totem of undying. As in, the enchantment will destroy itself on the weapon once it goes off. At level 2, I think it gives you 2 uses of it, I believe.
I think so. And more health on resurrection.
Yeah, this one might be a bit of a balancing act. I might even remove level 2 and just have it 1, honestly. Rune revival. Revival, I don't know what revival used to do, but at the moment, in the new version here, it now grants a chance to save and repair an item when it would break based on its maximum durability. That's kind of neat. Is this also consumable?
Yeah.
I would imagine
that's
it has to be.
Before, but it just was broken, like it didn't work before.
Right. So it's like salvage. What is salvage? Do we have? Or are you talking about like?
It's like a mechanic in many games.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But, You're not salvaging. Like the item is actually restored to not full durability, but it doesn't break.
That would be funny if there's a salvage enchantment that when it breaks, instead of deleting the weapon, it gives you the raw materials back. That's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, but I mean, you care about the enchants, not about
No, you know what?
silver.
You know what? That would be a good idea for like an extra skill under the building skill tree. Your weapons no longer just vanish when they break, you get the materials back. That I like. I'm writing that shit down. I just came up with that just now. My brain, dude. My brain.
If you at least get the enchantments back, like if there's a chance to get some of the enchantments back, that would be interesting. But I mean,
no, I was talking about getting the enchantments back. I was just talking about get the materials of whatever weapon.
Yeah, I get that.
Building skill skillable to hold on, salvage. Lets you get raw materials back when a weapon or armor breaks. I like as a little like skill perk. I think that's a cool idea. Big braining. Yeah, we're big braining today. This is why I got to do these streams, because we get the gears turning. You know. Yeah, I don't know if there's too many other enchantment stuff to go over. I did write down. I think I went over everything. Oh! Wait. Yeah. There is one more. Again, OGs will remember. Look what is making a return. It's ancient sword mastery. Does anybody remember this from back in the day? This used to cause people to hard crash. So Fani fixed it, and what it does currently, again, subject to change, but an ancient enchantment that amplifies the damage increased from other sharpness enchantments. I think I don't quite like that. This is like lol, just more damage for damage sake. I think if we're gonna redo ancient sword mastery, we got to do something kind of cool, something unique that is not just adding more damage. Lol, you know what I mean?
I was thinking of like making the damage you do depend on the damage the enemy would do to you. Like if you hit something that's
not a bad idea. How would you even detect
just the damage stat of the enemy you hit?
They have a damage stat that you can just look at like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. That's better than what we currently have here, I think.
You would have to watch out to cap it, because like there's some mobs that hit for like multiple hundred damage, but
yeah, it's almost like a auto magical kind of parry system in a way. You know what I mean? Something like that. Amalgalich has infinite. We might just exclude bosses.
No, Amalgalich doesn't have a high attack damage stat. It's like a special attack.
Actually, that's true. Yeah, Amalgalich doesn't do that because he doesn't really melee, is the thing. So in Lycanite code, it's not really set to anything crazy. But what I would probably do is just have a description like this doesn't apply to bosses. You know, is how I would do it. And that would also probably mean blights too. because blights do well, depending if you're looking at base damage or like if they're affected by potion effects, because blights have like strength 4 or whatever. So
you could just look at base.
Right, we could just look at base and probably then ignore like boss stuff. But this is neat. This is cool.
There's also ancient sealed curses, which is extremely stupid.
Yes, there was ancient curses, ancient sealed curses, which is not the same as Pandora's curse. This says
this is all the
an
old
ancient
stuff from
an ancient enchantment that causes attacks to curse the equipment of the enemy.
Like, it's so bad.
This people are going to troll so hard in PvP. I can already see it. This is really funny. You just smack your friend and his gear just gets like 10 curses. Pandora's blessing. Oh my god, wait, it is. It's That's funny. That's funny. There are some of these crazy enchantments because let me just throw out some of my ideas, because we are doing a whole kind of like enchantment rework essentially, because the goal is to get rid of librarian farming grinding meta. I hate it. I think it's stupid. I hate rerolling villagers is immersion breaking. I think it's boring, and I think most players agree. So part of what we're gonna do, we're not gonna totally kill librarians from selling enchantments, but the main kind of like takeaways at the moment are librarians will not be selling shit like ancient sealed curses. Okay? They're not going to be selling the more powerful enchantments. They're not going to be selling supreme enchantments anymore. These will now be dungeon exclusive and built into the upgrade system. So like, since you won't be able to get supreme sharpness, okay, you'll have advanced sharpness, and will, I believe, yeah, once you have advanced sharpness 5, you will be able to upgrade this on the enchantment table directly to the supreme variant, right? I think this is a way cooler, more immersive way. Gives you a reason to hold on to shitty enchantment books more, you know, instead of like doing the combine in an anvil thing. And even combining in an anvil only lets you keep it like advanced sharpness. You wouldn't be able to make the jump to supreme, right? So this is a cool way to do this. So that's kind of the current like, oh yeah, no, biotite is a temporary, right? So at the moment, doing that requires biotite. Biotite was a temporary material. It is not going to be biotite. We're going to use something else. I just don't know what yet. We're going to figure that out. So, but yeah, it will cost something other than lapis, essentially. Part of the villager trading rework is oh yeah, that's right. I was going to add a villagers are Unwitch, thank you for the follow. Villagers are currently like, they could be more valuable. The reason they're not is because emeralds are just so fucking easy to get. I was straight up considering adding a changelog that says added tariffs to emeralds and removing emerald drops from vindicators. which would probably solve a lot of the over emerald, because people do farm vindicators like crazy for emeralds. I think I'm just gonna remove emerald drops from vindicators, honestly. So yeah, not sure about that. Spawner abuse is fixed out. Okay, that we're gonna get to, Nishelm. Fonny went over that with me yesterday. I'm not completely sold on that yet. Well, I'm gonna think about that.
check it out. It won't people
to,
won't notice it in normal gameplay.
I have to think about it. I guess. All right. So I wasn't even gonna bring it up, but I'll there is there's currently an I mean, I guess I'm not really revealing anything new here. People, I don't know if I want to say this because there actually is there are people who don't know that it works this way. I don't know if I particularly want to say it because I don't.
I wouldn't do that either. But let's say there is ways to get.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it. I don't.
It's fixed.
Not in 293.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I don't know if the fix that you've done is the exact way I want to go about it yet. So,
as I said, like normal people who play the game normally will never see any effect of that fix. Like you only see it when you try to abuse it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna come back to that one. I'm gonna come back to that one.
Sure.
The cheat map now must be named. Yeah, no, it's not like, I mean, it's, most people don't bother doing it because it is like grindy and annoying. It's just, it is an exploit that I don't particularly want to bring to light yet. It's not a big deal, but that's something for the future stuff. Anyway, I think that's everything that I wanted to look at enchantment wise. The last thing I'm gonna do is actually I went and finalized my my animations for the dragons. So if anybody remembers, quite a while ago now, I was redoing the dragon animations since I figured out how, and then I was like, oh, this is fun, and then I just went crazy with it. So what I was going to do real quick here is actually import my new dragon animation stuff and show that off, because it's last week I went back to it and just kind of touched up everything and sent all the new stuff to Kotlin. I had to kind of copy over, like I had to copy over some of the stuff from what I did for the Fire Dragon to the Ice and Lightning, because those weren't like fully done yet. But let me do that right now, because I can just throw that in the jar. And I'll show you guys the new animations. I actually still need to test and make sure that we had like a smoothing thing, animation loop thing that was kind of broken. So make Vindicators drop charged emeralds. That would be funny. Okay, you guys aren't gonna see any of this, but I'm just gonna quickly open folder, get the Ice and Fire build that I have. Oh wait.
Someone just asked for bosses moving in the arena. There is a mod by CSDK that fully overhauls Lycanite mobs.
We haven't looked at that yet.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's gonna be in 2.10, but people should look at it. There's some pretty crazy new shit in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something to think about. Doing a little bit of like a boss upgrade thing. I don't want to add more to our plate currently, you know, because 2.10 has just been too long.
It's actually already pretty far in development. Might just need like you to go over the config at some point.
I don't know if you were here for the beginning, but we were talking about like putting out 2.10 now, which means not having better end sockets or Electroblast Wizardry, because that is just going to take too long. So that's kind of like what we're, the thought process at the moment. Sorry, I'm being slow about this. 1 second. I need to grab my here. Grab my redone animations. And we're just gonna hopefully just copy all this right over. Okay. Okay. There's the fire. Dragon's done. Here's the ice dragons done. Oops. And it crashed. Oh. Okay. Fuck. Uh-oh. I think I just bricked my test. No! God, it killed it. Wait, it actually just straight up deleted ice and fire. Like, the jar is actually gone. What? How does this happen? Hello?
Atomic deconstructor?
It actually got atomic deconstructed. How... How does that even... What? 7-zip, why are you terrible?
Oh, yeah. Unzipping.
I was just trying to override some files.
Yeah.
And 7-zip went fucking haywire.
That was absolutely massive.
Oh my god.
You have to extract it multiple times.
Yeah, that's
or
super...
extract in a different folder and then copy.
That is super lame. Okay, hold on. I actually have to re-download
no clue why that happens.
It just destroyed the jar file. I need to re-download it. That's crazy that it just did that. That is crazy. Okay. Download.
Nice.
It's not very nice though. Hello? It's not downloading. There it goes. Jesus.
Nice.
Okay. Let me try that again. I think I know how I can trick this. Models, tabula, fire dragon. Minimize that. Open. Fuck. Open this. Okay. We're going to, because I'm only doing so the I changed the base models as well as the flying animations, the walking animations, the death animations, sitting and sleeping. Those are the major animations that I reworked. As well as some of the, I worked with Kotlin with some of the breath attack stuff. Okay, that just killed it again. How do I do this? How do I do this without killing? I don't know why it does this though.
With the packs from Kotlin, the solution was always to extract it into a separate folder. And then
it's
sometimes multiple times.
It's so annoying. Okay, all right. I guess that's just what I have to do. All right, sorry guys, this is taking a lot longer than I wanted it to. Assets, ice and fire models. Tabula. Okay, here we go. Fire. Copy, paste, replace. Done. Ice Dragon. Copy. Paste. Replace. Lightning Dragon. Copy. Paste. Replace. Okay. Now, in the jar, what do you mean? I'm gonna scream. I can't. Why? Why would you do this? It does not like me modifying this jar at all. Okay, all right. Okay.
Are you modifying assets? Because you could also use resource loader then.
No. It's tabular files. You can't. No, it needs to be in the jar. I'm gonna explode. Hold on. Okay. Try again. All I want to do is, can I just delete this folder? There we go. Okay. Now can I move these new folders over? Got it. Okay. Done. Oh my god. It's good. We're chilling. It's installed. I'm rebooting the game. There we go. Okay. Sorry, that was ridiculous. Jesus. Anyway, number 15 is. There you go. I hope you're welcome. Anyway. Yeah, it is good now. It's rebooting. So, here, while it reboots, I am gonna grab some coffee. So I will be right back, and then I'll show off the new fun, fancy dragon animation. So, BRB real quick. Shreya, thank you for the follow. Okay. I am back. Game is booted. I know this song. It's a good tune. Okay.
Hi, Bonnie.
Oh, funny. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. We've gone over quite a bit. Arby, thank you.
1, 2, 3 in chat.
What?
No, don't worry. The people that needed to hear it heard it.
I didn't even hear what you said. What'd you say?
Exactly.
What? Okay. Anyway. So, new flying animations. We're going to do little compare here. So, I will show the original flying animations. Which is like this. I mean, this is 293, so it's not the newer Ice and Fire, but the newer Ice and Fire pretty much looks like this. And like, this is fine. This is acceptable. What always bothered me was the kind of the stiff movement when the wings get to the top, and then they just kind of like snap back down, and it doesn't look very like, you know what I mean? So I've gone and done, and there's some gifs of this already. I've gone and done making these a lot smoother, especially with some model changes. So I extended this body part, I guess, back a little, because there was a thing where it kind of went to the edge of the lower body, and when you like turned, it made like a stupid like a big wide gap, you know what I mean? So we had to do that, redo the textures for it. There were some, I don't think there were any jaw adjustments on the Fire Dragon, but we had to do a jaw adjustment on the Lightning to get some of the clipping issues out of the way. Anyway, we will just show, I guess I can just spawn a natural one and show what it looks like.
I'll be right back.
I need to get one that will. There we go. So here is my redone flapping animations, and you can see it's much smoother once it gets up to that peak. I think it looks a little more natural this way. I'm not really an animator, but I know what looks good. You know, I think anyway. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm really happy with how this came out. I spent a lot of time tweaking this. The newer models too have a lot more membranes between the wings, because like this has fuck, if he wasn't in a fucking building, hold on. Yeah, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 like fingers essentially now on the wings, and in the original there's only the 3, right? You only had the 1, 2, 3. So they're more complicated. There's an extra membrane, and some of them had some pretty bad like clipping issues, especially where like you see that, right, where it tries to fold up, and it's because these are all just flat sheets like trying to like move around. So I did. You're not gonna be able to like get it perfect, you know. Get that little you see like the little sharp polygon that kind of like pops out like right at the edge of the wing there. You're not gonna be able to like get rid of that entirely, but I did my best to make it like not look as bad, because I'm just a tweak about that stuff. So when he starts flying, you can see there's an extra membrane too now in that spot, and I did my best to like just sort of blend it in a little better. It's not going to be perfect, you know, but there was some like bad like snapping where like there's an upper membrane and a lower membrane, and sometimes they were shifting positions, so you would see like a Z texture swap for a second, like as like the flapping animation was going. So I made sure to keep them more like relevant to each other. There was also, I discovered an actual issue where membrane 6 on the right wing was inverted incorrectly to what it was supposed to be on the left wing. The value was wrong. So the dragons were not symmetrical, actually. The right wing was slightly off in that area, like right on the inside of the arm, which is unacceptable. All right, we need our dragons to be symmetrical. Thank you, OCD, but you know. Anyway, show without shaders. Oh yeah, the lighting always is gonna make the wings look a little whatever. External shaders, but yeah. See, like you're still gonna get the little bit of like the edge of the wing. Artsy also, some credit goes to Artsy as well for redoing the texture so it wasn't a hard cutoff, but he kind of smoothed and rounded out the texture of the membrane a little bit to also help with that. Like you can see like the little tiny bits that there are. It's not gonna be perfect, but I think it's in a pretty good spot. So it looks cool. It looks natural. I'm happy with it. I don't know if it's easy to tell, but I tried to do a thing where during the animation, the inner arm like actually comes back, right? As it's going down, and then when it's coming up, they come forward again, to give the impression that the wings are not just going up and down, but they're kind of going like down and back very slightly to give the dragon forward momentum. It's just a small like immersion thing. You know what I mean? It's subtle, but I think it works. I have no idea if anyone's ever gonna notice that. It's an extra detail that I really didn't need to put in there. And I tweak these a lot. Oh my god, dude. Oh! He fucking grabbed him out of midair, yo! That was kind of sick, actually.
Damn.
That was brutal. And then he takes a nap. Fucking dragons, dude. God, fucking assholes. that was wild. God damn. Mid-air grab. I don't even know if the older 171 dragons could mid-air grab like that. Could they do that? That might be. I don't know if that's newer. I've never seen that, but that was wild. Just grab the hippogriff out of midair. Anyway, yeah. So and then also the walking animation. I should show. I guess I can show is different because so what I had to fix the I did not mean to minimize like that. I had to fix the arms. The arms were too high. So they were clipping out of the body. They're not doing it as hard right now. You can see the breathing animation doesn't affect the arms. So while it's doing that, the arms don't actually move. And that's just kind of how it works. But I had to move the arms down and then inward because there were certain animations where they would actually become slightly detached from the body for a split second. So to help compensate that, I moved them down and in. And this meant I had to redo sitting animations, walking animations, everything, because then the wings were too low and clipping into the ground. So I had to redo like this sitting animation to where this arm is now tilted up a little more, and I had to rebend the claw so that it's flat on the ground and not inside the ground. And then this also changed the whole walking animation too, which I'll just show now looks like this. And I think this is pretty cool. The wings come up a lot more to kind of really show that he's just big and like just moving. You know what I mean? They didn't really do that. Originally they kind of went more like side to side. Now they kind of go more like back and up. And I think that's that's a pretty good look. It even makes them look a little more menacing in a way, I think. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty neat. But and I could open up like the Tabula stuff and show all this, but yeah. So that's all finalized now. That will be in the next build of Ice and Fire that Kotlin puts together. And Kotlin's on vacation, so
He actually died.
okay, dude.
He went and touched a wild bison and died.
Bro. Where is he? Well, I don't want to dox, but yeah, I know he's out of the country. But yeah. Fonny, I guess I was about to probably wrap things up here, but Fonny, just to kind of catch you up, I just went over like some of the new enchantments, some of the subject stuff, which is really funny. Some things I definitely want to change with subject
Nisham
enchantments.
explain some of them?
Yeah, Nisham explained some. There were some good suggestions from chat too about changing what some of the enchantments do. Like instead of subject math being, oh no, not math. Sorry, what is it? History, I think. Yeah. Instead of, so I don't want to have something that's like a little immersion breaking by like you can't see chunk borders. It's disabled in RLCraft, and also it's like it's just it's like a fourth wall thing. So I would change this to just a kind of a generalized, the longer the player stays in one spot kind of thing, and that could be like a 3-block radius, a 6-block radius, you know, something like that, instead of how long they're in a chunk. So it's like the more you stand still, the higher your damage will kind of go, like you're just kind of being tanky. I think that's a much better way to do that. There was another suggestion for, was it English? Okay, yeah. English? This one, that is so silly. The increases damage the more letters there are in a target's name. That one,
That's great.
No, I'm gonna try to come up with something a little better for that. That is really, it's funny, but also like,
Perfect.
yeah. There was one that somebody said about increasing damage the more the player was alive instead of one of the other ones. I don't remember.
History,
Was it history? Because history right
the
now
longer
is.
you haven't died.
Oh right. Oh, I think that was just a suggestion for history. Is the longer the player is alive, like since their last death, kind of thing. That one,
That's
like,
probably way easier to do than the direct location.
right. I kind of I like the
math
direct
with that gets a little weird.
I like the direct location idea a little more. But I mean, like I said, none of these are like set in stone. We're gonna obviously go over these. Mastery, ancient sword mastery. I don't want this to just be another like lull more damage for damage's sake. There was a really good suggestion. I wrote it to you, Fonny, which was what did somebody say? What was this? What was the suggestion for this?
My suggestion was that it should scale with the base attack damage stat of the enemy you're hitting.
Oh yeah. Doing more damage based on how much damage the enemy would have done to you, kind of thing. Or even it could even be something where if the enemy hits you, the enchantment absorbs that damage and then deals it back on your next hit. Like that would kind of be cool, you know? Definitely some better ideas for the ancient sword mastery stuff, I think. Hornline, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hi, Xenomorph. Welcome. But yeah. So, like, yeah, just we're going over stuff like that. We showed off the Atlas stuff. It's really cool. I determined we're probably going to disable the adding waystones automatically. That's what most people kind of felt too, because you even if you delete it, every time you use a waystone, it automatically adds back. So like at least turn that off, you know, so people aren't, you know, if they don't want the waystones there, they can remove it. Yeah, I don't know. That's most of the stuff, and then we discussed getting a 2.10 out now versus waiting for everything to be done, and I specified if we do get a 2.10 out now, that means it would not have Better End, Socketed, or Electroblob's Wizardry. And I ran a poll on Twitch, and it was very 50-50. the waiting until everything was done to include all at once won out by like 4 votes or something, like 3 votes. It was very, very close.
think
like out of
socketed-
80 votes, you know. So
Socketed could definitely be done, like, by the time 210 betas are done.
Socketed is definitely easier to do than Electro Blobs or Better End. Better End is a little out of our control because the developer for that is on hiatus at the moment and is not able to update it currently. So we will be waiting for Better End. Better End is also one of those things that can come later where it's like we're affecting one dimension that isn't a widely used dimension. It's not like we're changing the terrain entirely for Overworld or anything. So it's not like a super big deal, but
Technically it would be, but like if we do a 210 and include Nether API even without Better End, then at least when you add Better End, you wouldn't be messing up all the existing worlds because Nether API would have already been there.
True.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem with 2.9 to 2.10 is Nether API is going to brick a bunch of stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Right. And that's like
I think
Go on.
I think Wizardry and Better End could be a 211. But I definitely think Socketed can make it.
Yeah, it would be nice to have it all at once because like Socketed and Wizardry, like magic stuff, they kind of go hand in hand a little bit, you know. I think Socketed definitely comes hand in hand more with the enchantment stuff. And there was the idea of having some of the newer enchantments be like rune words for sockets instead. So like if we were going to do that, I wouldn't want to implement them first as enchantments and then take them out later for socket exclusive stuff. That'd feel kind of lame. So I would like to do this whole enchantment rework and socketed at the same time. I think that's fair.
Also, there's the DDD compat for sockets as well.
Yeah, and so for those who don't know, DDD is distinct damage description, which basically means damage. It's a damage type system, a la Dungeons and Dragons, Baldur's Gate. So every let me just load up like Spartan. This is actually fully done. Like, you know, you have your swords; they do slashing damage. Here's a dagger that's going to do 50 pierce, 50 slash. We have, you know, spear. Oh yeah, here's the elemental stuff too. So it's like, you have 50. Oh, you can't see because of my webcam. Hold on. Yeah, sorry. 50 slash, 50 fire. You know, we have like the elemental damage stuff in. All the mobs are pretty much done for that as well. You can see like an Afrit. It deals 100% fire damage and it's pretty weak to cold. You know what I mean? This is all done. This is working. I was considering, and this is actually one of the things I forgot to ask. Would you guys want... I was considering releasing the distinct damage description config separately. Because this could be thrown into 293 and sort of tested as is if people were curious and see how it's going to like change balancing right now. I think that would be cool because I could do that straight, just like right now, straight up.
The only thing is I'm not sure if it could be directly added just because it can. The thing is DDD has optional dependency on Fermium Booter because it uses that for its Lycanites compat. And I don't remember if Fermium Booter can be added to 293 or if that will conflict with old RO mixins. Would it work with because it has compat for like Spartan weaponry, but the newer Spartan weaponry, is it going to work with the older Spartan weaponry? That's another question. I guess this is something I can test. I'm not sure if it would work to be just thrown in.
I guess I could test.
I think it's probably
Henry. Thank you for follow.
Like I think we could have a 210 beta out like this week. Really,
do not give time constraints that I can't.
Like if we just rush it, like we could just put it out pretty quickly. I don't think trying to make a 293 mid tier version is worth the effort.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. I don't think I could do it this week because again, I'm gone tomorrow until the 16th because
I meant like we could do it this week, but if
Yeah.
if you weren't disappearing again.
It's my
we
birthday.
basically
Okay,
already have
let-
it, but
let me-
you're not going to be around to release it.
Yeah. I think we definitely want to get a test build out ASAP. That's like kind of key right now.
Yeah, the devs get the test build. You guys don't. Huh?
No, I told them about the GitHub, so like people can find it. 'Cause, like, it's been out there, you know. But
Also, yeah, that noise threader thing is kind of silly. The amount of performance improvement.
what
it
you did
gives.
for the cave gen stuff, I told.
Yeah,
people
that I
about
did it like 4 a.m. while high, and it just works.
Yes, works.
It just taught how it works. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I was gonna open the stream with this, and like I got all serious and bullshit. Hold on. So guys, to wrap up the stream, okay. Here is somebody I query actually, and I don't know if he used Chat GPT. I don't. Is iQuery? Are you lurking? I want to know what AI he used. He asked AI.
There's another thing as well, unless you already did it.
He's not in the chat. Okay. What? Funny.
You were supposed to hold a chat vote on the enchantment textures.
Yes. I didn't hold a vote, but there were people that agreed it was cool, and then people agreed it was too messy. It was just overkill.
I don't know. I think at the very least we include it, and maybe just not enabled by default.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Enchanted. Yeah, the new book textures that Artsy did. Because it's one of those kind of fundamental like core Minecraft things I don't really want to tweak too much. If we were gonna change it, I'd make it subtle. But I think we just leave it optional for players. But anyway, so yeah, iQuery asked. Somebody brought it up and was like, I forget exactly what the context was. Let me read it because it's in the RL server chat here.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Here it is.
Why don't you just AI generate 210?
Yes,
So
Well,
yes.
the first question was how
And
much
so-
do I have to pay you?
So here is here's what AI came up with. Okay, and I gotta move my webcam. I think there's some pretty goated ideas here. So let me do this. iQuery asked, "Hello, can you please finish 2.10 RLCraft ASAP? The people are waiting and can't wait no longer. Do whatever it takes to release it." Okay. AI responds, and again, I don't know if this is Chat GPT or not. "Attention, survivors! The eternal wait is finally over. Hear ye, by the will of the people, and a mandate from the grand creator, Shivaxi himself, I have descended into the very core," yeah, this sounds like me, "descended into the code to forge the update you've been crying out for. I have wrestled with reality, rewritten the laws of physics, and consumed enough caffeine to power a small nation. It is done." Okay, right off the bat, how does this know? Like, first of all, it knows I'm like a avid caffeine drinker. I live off coffee. It fucking knows, dude. It knows. This is crazy. Okay. I give you RLCraft 2.10, the It Just Works edition. This isn't a mere download. It is a fundamental upgrade to your existence. It is live. It is now. And this is so, as unironically, so fucking good. Behold the patch notes for your new reality. Gravity is now optional. We replaced the traditional physics engine with one based on pure belief. If you believe you can fly, you can, for a few seconds. Then you'll remember you can't. Fall damage is now calculated based on the level of your disappointment. This sounds exactly, you know what it is? This sounds like the kind of script I would write for the RLCraft tutorial video. This is literally the beginner's guide. Like, this is the same logic. This is crazy. It's so on point. How does it know? Emotional physics engine. Your reality is now tied to your feelings. The game accesses your webcam to read your facial expressions. If you look scared, mobs get faster. If you look angry, your punches do more damage. If you look bored, the game will spontaneously Generate a new, even more terrifying boss monster directly on top of you. A new world order. Every zombie, skeleton, and creeper has now been replaced by Clippy, the Microsoft paperclip. They will politely ask, "It looks like you're trying to survive the night. Would you like some help?" Before relentlessly attacking you with grammar suggestions. Bro, this is so good. This just wrote the next April Fool's update for us. Like, actually, how? How is this? I don't like AI stuff generally, but goddamn, it's on point. All dragons have been replaced with Thomas the Tank Engine. Of fucking course it has. They are faster, more aggressive, and their cheerful whistles will now forever haunt your darkest nightmares as they bear down on you from the skies. Obviously, that's kind of coming from the popular Skyrim mod, right? The existential dread biome. Discover a new, unsettling, quiet biome where the only mob is a perfect replica of your own player character who just stands there, silently judging your life choices. That's me in the mirror every morning. Weaponized poetry. Defeat your enemies by reciting Vogon level poetry. The new poetry skill causes psychic damage to any creature with ears. Be warned, it also damages the player. Sentient chests. This is actually a great idea. Your storage chests are now sentient and have developed strong opinions about the junk you're stuffing into them. They may refuse to open or randomly spit out items they deem unworthy. Fawny, make it happen. The Uno reverse card, a rare drop from any mob. If a creeper is about to explode on you, simply hold up this card. The creeper will then implode with the force of 1,000 suns, creating a black hole. Hyper-real... This one is actually... Hyper-realistic splinters. Punching a tree now has a 95% chance of giving you a splinter. A new debuff that prevents you from holding any items until you craft a pair of tweezers. That is a goated idea. Actually, 5-head. Meet your new god, Kevin. This is the scary part. I don't know if anybody remembers the Kevin story. I have a Kevin story that, like, goes back to high school days for me. And it's such, like, an inside joke. I've only told this story, like, twice, I think, on stream. And did it just, like, happen to choose the name Kevin? That's wild. If it fucking knows about Kevin and like the inside joke, the meme I have with Kevin, that's crazy. Anyway, a mysterious figure in a leather jacket who sells you a map to a mountain you can climb. Oh no, sorry, that's Todd Howard. We added Kevin. We're not sure what Kevin does. The patch notes just said added Kevin. He seems to be a single invincible chicken that appears at random to stare at you. Do not provoke Kevin. The Todd Howard NPC. A mysterious figure in a leather jacket to sell you a map to a mountain you can climb. The map is blank. He insists it just works. The final gatekeeper. Start a new world. You first must defeat the terms and conditions dragon. Can we have this? You cannot damage it until you've scrolled through a 500-page end-user license agreement that spews from its mouth as a fire-like substance. It's the EULA dragon, bro. That's so good. The TOS dragon. The terms of sir. Holy shit. Fucking, that's so good. That's so good. Immersive audio, all in-game sounds have been replaced by the frantic panic breathing of me, the developer, as I rush to finish this update. Actually accurate IRL. Every footstep is my footstep. Every sword swing is my panicked yelp. Wow. Download is available now. I'm not responsible for any shattered psyches. Enjoy. We just need to do this now. Like, actually. Just, I mean, how can no? Why? What do you mean no? This is great. How can we compete with
Make a chat vote 1 through 10.
Oh! Of, like, which one they would want the most?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking, okay, you know what?
I like the Clippy one. I think the most real suggestion is probably the doppelganger one, but like
that is, yeah, okay.
Those are always hard to do.
All right. New poll. Oh, I can only have 5, I think. I can't have more than 5 suggestions. Fuck. That would be really funny. That would, yeah. Here, so I'll just have chat spam.
I mean, you could just run the poll twice.
No, that's lame.
You could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No.
6.
Okay,
and
so
then run it between one or the other.
you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 13. We'd have to run it 3 times.
I thought there were 10.
Chat 1 through 13 spam which which one would you want to see the most? If we could only do 1? 0. Right.
That is fair.
4, you want to see Thomas the Tank Engine? Sentient chess would be really funny. The God Chicken.
You know, the God Chicken might just be a thing regardless.
It's so good.
I don't know if Eagle has already done it or if he's not zoomer enough for it.
I mean, we have Hero Brian in Dragora, so.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if Eagle was just gonna make a stupid from like the movie meme and just make like an invincible chicken jockey.
What is 9? 9 is the hyper realistic splinters. Okay, got a couple votes for 9. 5 is existential dread biome. 12 is the final gatekeeper. Terms and conditions dragon. Oh man, 10 please. The Todd Howard NPC. Oh no, that's 10 is meet your new god Kevin. Yeah. 9 and 7. That is splinters and sentient chess, right? Yeah. Oh my god. 13, 5. 5 is my new mod. What, the existential dread biome? Oh boy. 7. A lot of votes for 7 actually. Sentient chests. This would be so funny for April.
Kind of already is a thing.
This would be so fun. Yeah, with the mimics, right? But like we make them not hostile, but like spit out items that you.
That is a thing on the list to do. I don't remember who suggested it.
A mimic pet.
Is, tameable mimics.
No, we're not. We're not adding tameable mimic. No.
I believe you can in Dragora, not the mimics, but the mimic crabs, where it's a crab that looks like a chest. I believe you could tame those.
That's okay. I mean, you can store stuff in them too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like it was suggested, but that kind of already does it.
Yeah. Anyway, no, this is so funny. God, I cannot believe how like on point that AI just it knows Aurocraft. It really does, and it knows me, which is even like scarier. But how would you breed mimics? Don't think about it too hard, okay? You feed it items.
I mean, I think that's the idea. Is like it's a specific item you put in the chest, and then it incubates and turns into a mimic.
Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, I think I'll probably wrap things up here. Let me skip this song because there we go. We'll end with some Snoop Dogg. All right. Yeah. So I'll try to write up like a little summary for people who missed the stream. That was a request. I can put that in the announcements. I won't ping anybody. Don't worry. But I'll do a little summary of what we talked about. I'm surprised people are very 50-50 on the like wait even longer till we have everything done or the just get something out now kind of thing, because like again my to come back to it, I guess to come full circle here, right, is I guess like I'm worried about disappointing players, right? because there's so much like hype, right, for 2.10, and there's so much expectation. I don't want to let players down. And like it's possible that if we put out a 2.10 now and people are like, "Ah, lame, it doesn't have everything that, you know, was promised." They might not see 2.10.1 or 2.11. You know what I mean? I feel maybe this is just me like thinking about it too hard, but I feel like there's a lot of like pressure with like 2.10 to be good. I don't know. Fonny will argue I feel like this about every update, which is fair because I have a little bit of like a perfectionist kind of thing, and I know it doesn't have to be perfect. So that's kind of why I'm trying to like draw a line somewhere. We have to draw a line at some point, and just be like, okay, let's get something out, you know, because it's been too long for sure. I do want to start pushing out updates again, even if they're gradual updates, even if they're small updates. I think that would be better kind of long term.
I think something to consider as well with the vote being so tied is Twitch chat is inherently going to be more of the people who are hardcore RLCraft players.
I did say that
can
yeah.
deal with playing 293 over and over and over again for another year.
Right. I did say that I'm not taking like the small sample size of Twitch chat as like guaranteed this is exactly like how the whole player base would go. Excuse me. But yeah. I think I do think it's just like I think I'm leaning more towards getting something out now, even if that means not quite having Electro Blob's Wizardry ready yet, not quite having Better End ready yet. There's so much.
It's a massive update regardless.
God damn it, Hussar, thank you for the vanish. Where did he go, Magic? Yeah, bring Dragora lava spawns into 2.10. Huh?
People asking, Alpha is absolutely getting reset with 2.10.
Oh, yeah, this is a thing. And last year, Wolf Ghost, thank you for the follow. Last year, before like shit hit the fan with like my personal life, I had gone over and done a kind of like, I went through and like did like a final look at like the alpha server and everything that people had built. This is where we found the back rooms, which is really funny. Someone built the fucking back rooms on the alpha server. It's so
not
good.
An alpha, it's on Zeta, I think.
Oh, it was on Zeta.
Yeah.
That's right. We went and looked at every server. But yeah.
Isn't that now a structure in Dragora? Was that exported?
I don't know if it was in Dragora, but we wanted to make that a structure that can generate. So the back rooms like will actually be able to generate, which is really funny. Yeah, it was really cool stuff. I went and did like a whole stream and then like went over the servers and stuff, and that's not come out yet as a video because I was planning to wipe alpha for the upcoming 2.10, and then like 2.10 got really delayed due to all the reasons I went over already. So that never happened. I still have that video like on the backlog of things I can upload. But yeah, alpha, all the servers are probably gonna get wiped. I know there are some people who want to see like a download for the world. The problem is alpha. What is it at now? Isn't like a 200 gig file. Like the world is.
Isn't it like 400?
The world is massive. It's I can check. Hold on. The world is massive.
600. Jesus.
No way it's at 6. Is it? No way. Hold on. Let me look. Yeah, hosting that is not gonna be viable for people to. I mean, it's just it's crazy. It's so overdue for a reset. It really is. No, it's not at 600. Hold on.
Oh, maybe it's the backup.
Yeah. Here, I got it. Files. World public 29. There we go. Calculating file size. it has to think about it, which is so funny. It actually has to think about how fucking big this thing is.
Oh, this is so slow.
Yeah. Oh, wait, are you guys trying to do it too? Can't cancel
I have
your.
it open.
Have only like one of us. Because I don't want to overload.
I think we could see each other's tasks.
Yeah, because I saw it go off twice. Okay. Well, it's trying to calculate. it's trying to figure that out. I'm gonna move it over here in case that finishes, but I know it hit like around 200 or something. But anyway, Wolf Ghost, welcome in. The Death on Arlcraft says to come here. You died at a pristine time because we are going over Arlcraft stuff. I'm actually about to end the stream, but we're going over the 2.10 update stuff. Yeah. So
I don't think this can do it. I think the server's calling it quits.
yeah, it's about time for a wipe.
Yeah, I mean the total usage for the server is 670 gigs.
But we have that's multiple through multiple servers and world and backups.
Did
you get it? 395 gigs. Okay, so the world right now, alpha is 400 gigs. There's no way I'm hosting that as a downloadable file for everybody. And like, I feel bad because it's so much history, you know, that I don't want to see like get yeeted. But it just becomes a point where it's like it's so unviable. You know?
I think we give people like a week or two where it's like, go on this server with Schematica or whatever and export your builds that you want.
We could do
like,
that. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
We should probably.
Yeah, the
do
only
that.
way to distribute that is to put it on an SSD and mail it to people.
Oh fuck. We yeah. Stick it on your Google Drive. Do you have a Google Drive with 400 gigs of free space, Arby? That would be.
It would get nuked so quickly the moment more than like 5 people downloaded it.
Well, oh, you think like Google would have an issue with that kind of traffic? No, they can.
I think they'd absolutely
Google. It's Google. They can
restrict it.
handle it. They're fine. Here's your SSD. 1 terabyte Google Drive is so cheap. Yeah, but that's like maintaining a cost. Then you know what I mean. I guess I could do that for like a little while, maybe. If people really, really want to have the worlds downloadable, I could potentially see about that. Getting like Google Drive, getting it like 1 terabyte Google Drive or something. Just let it die, bro.
You have FTP. I think Bisect would legitimately strangle Shiv if we tried to get them to let people download from their servers.
Yeah, that's not happening. How about you download only the builds?
Yeah. Well, technically they already can do it. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, give like a heads up.
Right. Yeah.
Because there's a client side one.
Before I got banished, I was saying we could have players go in with Schematica, have them export their builds, stuff that they want to save. You know what I mean? Can you download specific region files? There's no way to identify what region files are what.
You'd have to.
There's over a million.
Know what bases are there, and then at that point, why aren't you just schematicing it?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess I could sort by like file size or something, but that's a crazy way to go about it. And then just trying to like throw those region files into like another fresh generated world would be really janky, and unless like I generated a world using the same seed. Maybe, I don't know. That's a little overcomplicated. and then we still have a world that's 400 gigs. You know, when is the new beta out? I am hoping to put out a test build for 2.10 relatively soon, and I say relatively like I'll like give a grace period of like, no, not this week, because I have my birthday coming up. I'm gonna be busy, but before the end of July, I'm gonna try before the end of July. You know what I mean? But essentially, as soon as possible, get people testing stuff. Yeah, I really just get people testing stuff. You know, I think that's really that's it. So I'm in Italy this week. You can wait a week. Norris. Okay, we're waiting for Brez, everybody, to get back from Italy. It's the rules now. Because like there's some things that like the upgraded, like there's some things like if we release 2.10 now, if we release a test build now, there's some things that are not fully set in stone, like some of the enchantments. I haven't gone over the new enchantments yet. We haven't actually balanced the enchantment upgrade system because it's not going to be using biotite. Like there's things I have to kind of go over here, and that's what I'm going to be trying to do. But yeah, that said, I think we can call it there. I hope this was a good stream for everybody, fun, informative, all that. Sorry it's taking forever, you know. Obligatory fuck. My life has just, yeah, it's been everything's been crazy. So
oh yeah, that reminds me. What Lodak said. You need to make your tag. You need to use those boosts.
Oh, I can't even make it because the server's not boosted enough yet, I think.
Yeah, it is.
It's when I looked at it, it was making me pay for it. It was like you need to boost more to do it. Yeah, if I, server tag, create a tag that lets your server members display it, whatever. Unlock with boosting. I click on it, it sends me to like a pay page. We don't have it.
I'm pretty sure it's level 2 that. Where is
it? It's not.
I'm not even seeing it in the boost status.
It's not letting me do it. Is all I know.
Or boost perks.
Yeah. We're at level 2. We don't have level 3. Right. This is like a side quest thing. You know, it's not super important. But we need boost level 3. Okay, that's what Cosmo said. It's past level 3.
Oh, is it? I thought it was level 2.
They always want more money. I don't care about the tags, honestly. I don't really give a damn, but if people want like an Arlcraft server tag, I can do that if we ever get there. I'm not asking for it.
Oh, I see. It's level 3, or you could buy it for 3 individual boosts all at once.
Right, yeah. And I think that's like an upkeep thing. Like, if you don't keep getting boosted, it like goes away or some shit. But...
yeah.
Shiv, don't we also have to do the building competitions?
Oh yeah, we want to do it. We wanted to host another building competition for. I mean, this is the problem. We have to figure out if we're going to be doing better end or not, because that's a lot of building blocks that would be used or not used depending on. You know what I mean? So we want to do another building competition. Maybe do like a fun kind of theme thing.
For the Frozen Ocean.
Oh yeah. We want to do stuff for Frozen. Yeah, the Frozen Ocean biome is coming to 2.10. And we need to populate it with stuff because it is literally a flat plane of ice, and that is it. So we need some like basic bitch generic structures, just like icebergs and other structures to kind of like, you know, pimp it out a little bit. And now I can have the ice city spawn in the right dimension, you know. So, but that's an idea we want to do. You know.
It was like multiple building competitions that we wanted, I think, for like different themes.
I don't know if we need to do an end. Well, okay, if we have better end, then yes, because of all the new blocks and the new everything. If we don't, then we don't want to do an end build competition. You know what I mean?
I think combining like end and nether into one competition might work. Because with Nether API, I believe now, like, I think recurrent can use the specific custom biomes for spawning and stuff like that?
I mean, we could always do that ourselves. We could decide what structures go where. That doesn't have to be up to the builders or anything. I mean,
Yeah, but I
they
just
can make
mean
a
like
theme.
stuff
but-
can be more
yeah.
themed now to the specific biomes.
Yeah. Anyway, let me. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Are there any last minute, whatever suggestions, things? I think we've pretty much gone over.
People vote on their favorite structure, and the winner gets a $20 V-Bucks card.
Yeah, like we do these for fun. It's not like a super serious thing, you know. It's fun to have like community structures in RL Craft. I think we could do like we could host like a vote competition thing and have some small like fun little reward maybe for the top 3 or the top 10 or whatever, you know. But you know, it's supposed to be like a chill thing, nothing too crazy. But Frozen Ocean is set now. Yeah, we have Frozen Ocean. We have Frozen. Why is it so hard to say? Frozen Ocean. Frozen Ocean. Holy shit.
The
In the
ages
game.
get into you.
Yeah, bro. I'm turning 34 tomorrow. I don't want to hear it. Okay, listen. Add Twilight Force. Okay, I got a button for you. Hold up.
$20 Patreon. Yeah, that's the other thing. New Arlcraft Patreon coming
Add
soon.
Aether. I got a button for you.
Get the out of here, you.
All right. Anyway, this is a banger tune, by the way.
That's the other thing. You need to make the Patreon before the beta test starts.
Anyway. Sorry, would you say funny? I had music going.
You need to make a Patreon before the beta test starts.
That is, yeah. That is a future plan that would have to be done right if that ever happens.
Already looked into all the legal stuff for it.
Yeah, like so. For anybody who doesn't know, there was the idea about having like a Patreon for RLCraft, which, for one, I would not take anything from, because I just don't want or care. It would, I wouldn't even be in control of it, really. I'd have that all for the other developers. And then for two, there was like something back in the day where a mod pack creator had like a Patreon for their mod pack and then ended up like stealing all the funds, and so like there was some like bad negativity around that sort of thing, and it was something to kind of avoid. But it's an idea. It's not like a super necessary thing, I don't think, but it would be cool to like help support all the other developers that are working on RLCraft. Something we're just kind of like thinking about. High key subbing that Patreon. It'd be a question of like what kind of rewards we would even have, you know. There's so many ways people have already like been throwing support at us, which is great. And I obviously take time to like pay out devs when we do big updates and everything, and you know, it depends on like what we can all do. We don't get paid for this obviously, other than like download revenue from CurseForge, which is not a whole lot. And then, you know, sponsors like Bisect Hosting, right? But, yeah, that's always like the thing is like, I always prefer this to be like a fun passion project, you know, and it has a, what do you call it? Like it feels, I've always been hesitant on accepting money because I don't want to get into the mindset of like, oh, I'm only doing this to get paid kind of thing. Like, I understand we all have to make a living and it's fine to accept payment for the work you're doing. I get that. But for me, it's like, you know, I want this to remain a passion project and something I'm sounding redundant here, but passionate about doing, and I don't want it to become a thing that I'm like, oh, well, I'm only doing this to get paid kind of thing. You know, there's like a, I don't know. It's just a more personal kind of morals, maybe. I don't know if that's the right word. You know what I mean? But Speaking of money,
I'm
how's
gonna
Bedrock?
start-
Oh yeah. Sorry, what?
I'm gonna start sneaking my Patreon into updates.
I mean, you want to go support, fine. That's fine. I don't care. Obviously, like go support. I mean,
Yeah,
fine.
I don't agree with Shiv at all. Pay me money.
Wow.
This isn't passion. This is greed.
Okay, dude. Oh my god.
I'm adding loot boxes.
Fucking, I'll smack the gravity. I guess I can release some details about. I don't think I think it was announced already. Maybe I'll get yelled at by Honeyfrost. The Bedrock edition. Oh, that was another thing. I wanted to do this. I was afraid it might be a bad look if the Bedrock edition comes out and there's been like zero word about 2.10. You know what I mean? I don't want people to kind of get like mad about that. So I already told everybody Bedrock edition has not hindered the development of 2.10 at all, right? But not everybody looks at like my Discord and stuff. So I know there would be assumptions made. You know what I mean? I have had zero hands-on on the Bedrock edition of RLCraft, other than giving feedback and kind of just talking over general points and stuff and ideas, and that's about it. It's more like
general testing.
Right. They're doing all the stuff for it, built from the ground up, with like just my guidance. It's really the essence of RLCraft. It is not a one-to-one conversion. There are no mods used that are in normal RLCraft. They've redone everything from the ground up, which is cool. So it will be paid because it's Bedrock and the marketplace and everything. And also I do think that they deserve to. I mean, they've been working on this for 3 years, and they've done some really cool stuff. Like some differences I can already tell you in the way they approached things is they are going with the idea of a little bit of a player level scaling mechanic, where when you first start and you're level 1, like your player level, weaker mobs spawn. Then when you get higher level, harder mobs spawn, more difficult mobs will spawn. And I did warn them to keep that kind of subtle because normal RLCraft is not that way. And I know that actually has been some suggestions in the past. I never wanted to do like player scaling, player difficulty, because I like that everything is just there and it's up to the player when to tackle those things. So, you know, but it is there. It's subtle. Dragon taming works entirely different. In the Bedrock edition, when you kill a dragon, you don't actually kill it. It gets knocked out, and then you can choose when you go up to its body to either kill it or tame it. Which I did say, I'm like, at first that seems a little OP. But they said that the way, and I haven't like play tested a whole lot to really get the idea. I'm sure they will go through balancing changes. But they said that killing a dragon is gonna be really difficult from the get-go. You know what I mean? So, and they have earth dragons and water dragons and like all different types of elements. It's not just fire, ice, and lightning. You know what I mean? Their dragon models look super sick, actually. Their animations are cool. There's a fuckload of bosses, like an absolute ass ton. They're neat. Their leveling system goes up to 50 instead of 32, like ours does. So their balancing is like completely different. Like, to use a stone sword is you have to get to like attack level 8, which sounds really bad until you realize like how quickly you gain levels in this version. So it's like it's the essence of RLCraft, but it is completely different. They're going with the price of it's going to be $10. They're planning on releasing on the 15th, but don't quote me on that because they are not sure if they're going to get to it in time.
I mean, that's the date they had in the video.
It's the date they had in the video. They're going to try to make it for the 15th. That's why I wanted to do a stream now for like 2.10 stuff. It's going to be $10. And I told them that I wanted to make sure it was an exact price of the number of mine coins you can buy. Because I don't like the scummy practice of like, you know, you can buy $10 worth of mine coins, but you price your product at $11. So you're like $1 short and you have to buy the next tier, which is like $20. I think that's bullshit. They agreed. They're setting it to an exact price. You can buy it just straight up. And I thought that was really cool. So like no scummy behavior there and everything, you know. But yeah,
I mean, they actually hire devs, so like they kind of have to charge for it.
yeah, I think that's totally fine, them paying out their developers. Honeyfrost is a team, it's a company. They did a fuckload of work. I think they deserve to be paid. I can see like the stipulation like, oh, RLCraft on Java is free. Why do you have to pay for Bedrock? But like when you actually look at the context and everything, I think it makes sense, you know. So yeah, and there were some other questions that I can also quickly go over here. I talked to the director of the marketplace at Microsoft. We had a few meetings. I asked some of the harder questions about like refunds and stuff. They said, and you can quote me on this because this came from the director's mouth. So if they don't honor it, feel free to talk shit. But if you want a refund, they will absolutely refund, no question asks. And the refund hit goes to Microsoft, not to the Honeyfrost developers. So if you buy it and
that
refund
that was from the Microsoft team, not the Honeyfrost director.
Yes. Oh, okay. Either way, but yeah, that came from Microsoft, right? They straight up said, yeah, we honor refunds and we take the hit. So I thought that's super cool. Yeah. Time to run. I mean, obviously don't do that. If you enjoy it, keep playing it, you know, or whatever. I'm gonna stream it when it comes out. I can't do it on the 15th because, like I said, I'm gone from the 13th to the 16th. But after I come back, I'll stream the Bedrock edition. I played it like a tiny bit to get an idea. I'm terrible at it, as I'm terrible at normal RLCraft. So that should be fun and entertaining.
Nice.
Yeah. So super cool. But yeah, that's the Bedrock edition in a nutshell. I think that's everything. Really. So I will I'll wrap up the stream here. I will attempt to write a bit of a summary.
Bedrock RLCraft official server. I actually have no idea if there's multiplayer. I actually have no idea.
Sorry.
I mean there is, but I don't know if there's like they have to have dedicated servers. I don't know if there's dedicated modding servers though, or if it's only like LAN. I don't know how that works. Realms?
I do not know. So
if you could put marketplace stuff on Realms, then yes, I assume it's inherently built for that.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Thank you, Camille. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know about multiplayer. I know pretty much next to nothing about Bedrock. Like I said, I had no hands-on with the project. I just gave them the okay to use the RLCraft name. You know what I mean? And go ham, basically. You know, it is definitely an RLCraft-like experience. Like I said, it won't be one-to-one. That's impossible anyway, because Java and C++, and there's so many limitations. Like I'll straight up tell you one of the limitations. To access your skill tree in RLCraft, what do? You open up your inventory, and it's a tab. You click on the tab, it goes to your skill tree, or it's a dedicated hotkey. Easy. You physically cannot do that in Bedrock. You cannot make a dedicated hotkey. You cannot add tabs to the inventory menu. What they had to do, and this does kind of suck for anybody who's used to Java, what they had to do in order for you to access your skill tree and even your trinkets, because they do have like trinkets and baubles, right? It is a separate item that takes up an inventory slot in your inventory that you put on your hotbar and you right click to access the skill tree. That is the only way they could actually do that, just because of like the hard-coded limitations of Bedrock. It is what it is, you know? So it's like, yeah, there are some crazy limits that, you know, you just can't do everything in Bedrock that you can on Java. So
yeah,
that's just the only workaround they had, right?
They're like super limited about changing vanilla stuff in order to make sure it works on like every platform.
And another funny thing is when you access the skill tree, they can't pause the game so that like you don't die. So what they did is when you open the skill tree, you just get teleported like 5,000 feet into the air. So that it looks like
there's like I remember there being games that do the same thing, like very old games.
But that's the workarounds they had to do. You know what I mean? That's just what they had to do. And then when you close the menu, it teleports you back down. You know, it's
that's
really
like it's some source engine mod game stuff.
Yeah,
Like we can't pause it, so teleport them. Like,
yeah, and then it
they
has
definitely got some crazy workarounds to the limitations of Bedrock.
and then it has to remember your location and teleport you back, which I already found an exploit, and I did tell them about. You can use it to teleport through glass panes, and I showed that off, and I did that. So I don't know if they've even fixed that.
I would assume they fixed it. It's a
Right.
simple one to do.
It might despawn it. Yeah, I don't. This is the thing. Like it, they said they are gonna definitely keep up to date with quality of life improvements, updates. They even said they have more ideas for later in the works. So it's not just a one and done, releasing it and calling it a day. They are definitely gonna keep up to date with it.
Continuous improvement.
So. Yeah, it is funny just like what they have to do to do some of this stuff. It's really wild. But I think it's cool. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, anyway. Ooh, my boy Simply Nick is on. I never get to see this guy. Okay. We're gonna go raid Simply Nick. This is the wrong audience for this. I'm sorry for everyone who's here for Arlcraft, but you're gonna go watch Trackmania now. So, Simply Nick is a longtime friend, awesome dude. He's playing Trackmania. Our time zones are incredibly different because he's in Australia. I have no idea what he's doing awake right now. So yeah, we're gonna go. Jesus, can I speak? We're gonna go watch some Trackmania. Throw some support his way. Simply Nick is a cool dude. Getting flashbacks to the tower level. They just released the deep slip tower, which is basically deep dip, but it's all ice. So that's been fun. But yeah. All right. Nishi stream. I don't think Nishhelm is streaming right now. But
I just got DM'd by Quimber asking about something for a feature to add.
What?
Because I did see this. I can't remember. I know we talked about it before. Are you against backporting the crouch height changes from new versions?
Oh, so like you can crouch under half slabs?
Yeah, because I backported the render, which we were fine with.
I have been against that because it adds that and like the proning thing to go into one block spaces is such a. I don't like that meta of just being able to like have you have extra
crawl out of places,
right? You have like extra protection from mobs and can just sit there and farm, and that's always been a tricky thing to like. If we do that, we have to allow mobs to crouch under half slabs and get at you, or crawl into tight spaces and get at you. That one
thinking about that of like changing some mob bounding boxes to be very tight, to allow them to do that. But
right, Fairy Ring,
that's
sure,
that's
but
what
like,
I thought, but I couldn't remember.
Fairy Ring, you have to get to the Lost Cities at least. Like there's still a big hurdle there.
Yeah, because like we already have
mobs mining blocks is laggy. Not every mob can do it. It's not a great solution. So give or take on that one. But
we already have the render backported, just not the height change, because Quember backported the physical.
No, Ice Belly. Do you not know about the Enderman? Endermans can destroy blocks now. If you try that, Ice Belly. That's been a thing for a little bit. I think that's in 293.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put the raid out. So there we go. Go show Simply Nick some love. I love Trackmania. Trackmania is a great game. He's doing like some crazy, like parkour map thing right now. It's really cool. But yeah, this was fun. I'm glad to get to sit down and talk about all this. Obligatory apologies for just the long ass delay. Sorry things have taken so long. I told everybody like a lot of IRL stuff hit, a lot of personal stuff. So it's just been a lot. But yeah, gonna try to get back into the swing of things here and definitely get a test build out at the very least. I think it's gonna be. I think I'm leaning towards putting out a 2.10 now, with what we have and kind of holding off on things like Better End and so. But yeah, that is it. I'll call it there and let the raid go. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support and everything. It has been a blast. Yeah, Alright. I will now explode and wish you guys a good rest of your day. Peace out.
That was absolutely massive.
Shavaxi.
Shivaxi rated with 79 points.
Hello. How we doing? Welcome to